From Dolphin Field on the campus of Hilton Head Prep on the south side of Hilton Head Island, it's the Intercounty Bowl on WHHI Sports TV. Hi, everybody. I'm Marcus Walsh, joined as always by my partner Daniel Cort, the rest of our crew with you. And Daniel, we've got the most interesting matchup of the season, in my opinion, this week, because there's no doubt about it. It's all about the lines and how they block for some of these big-time athletes that we're going to see on both these teams today.
Yeah, and interfacing with both coaches this week, that was, and it kind of has been the theme all season. Most coaches are going to say the games are won and lost in the trenches, but it holds true in football, whether it's Division I high school or it's NFL. You got to block and you have to tackle. And really that was the key for both coaches. Both these teams, while the records aren't great, they haven't been doormats for anybody. They've played scrappy, they've played hard. John Paul has a couple of wins under their belt.
They do.
But this game is going to be, I think, a pretty evenly contested battle, and it really is. You've got two great playmakers on each team. Lonsell Daly for Prep, Christian Tilton for John Paul.
At quarterback.
Yeah, and if those guys, if the lines on either team can create some space for either of those two, they can break it at any time and any place. The question's going to be, can the defenses make the key tackles in open field and in open space? I think it's going to come down to that. I think it's going to be a very tight ball game.
It's going to be really interesting. One key thing to look out for, though, is the fact that we will see some guys that are going to be stepping up in starting roles. A.J. Barger out for Hilton Head Prep, as is Jason Braymiller, the quarterback. So we're going to see Wyatt Harmer at quarterback for Hilton Head Prep today. And then certainly on the other side for John Paul II, losing Jackson Ogden to the broken foot definitely hurts. But Anthony Tony Hill should be a guy to step up, as well as Bryant Jolly in the run game for John Paul II, certainly to help Christian Tilton out some.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how the role players step up. I did talk to some parents coming in about how young Prep's team is. But both these teams are building programs. They're young. A lot of injuries will require other players to step up and fill key spots. So a lot of maturity going on here, a lot of learning process going on here. But these are two programs that I think are looking in the next 2 to 3 years to be formidable.
It's homecoming day here at Hilton Head Prep. They haven't won a game this year. They're looking for their first win. May they get it today? There's a chance. John Paul II has a couple of wins under their belt. We'll talk more about that and have a whole lot more coming up as the Intercounty Bowl rolls on here on WHHI-TV. But next, it's the Casual Living, Fireside and Grill and Tailgate segment. Stay tuned for that next here on WHHI Sports.
Hi, I'm Mike Zachman, broker at Keller Williams Realty. I've maintained a successful business model through multiple market shifts over time. I know this market and I know real estate. Serving 22 years in the Navy as a Navy diver, combined with a lifetime of boating on the coast, have enabled me to know the waterways that are an integral part of the Lowcountry lifestyle. Whether you're buying or selling, myself and my team can help you navigate the coastal South Carolina real estate market. Give us a call.
Have you joined the Express Comfort Club from Summit Services Heating and Air? It's the ultimate way to keep your cool. Membership is free and includes discounts on routine maintenance, 15% discount on all repairs, 3-year parts and labor warranty, no overtime charges, plus other benefits. Your comfort is just a call away. To sign up for Express Comfort Club, call 843-836-2653.
In life, some things just go together, like a burger and fries. And home and auto insurance from State Farm. So make it a combo. Combining your home and auto insurance could save you time and money, and who doesn't like that? Just call State Farm agent Kevin Sevier and find out how you can start saving today. It's just another way we're here to help life go right.
1, 2, 3, come on!
All right, it is football season. That means tailgating. And we love us a good grill. So we came to the perfect spot. It's Casual Living, Fireside Grilling. This is Pam. She's gonna walk us through all of the great grills they have here. Gosh, you have a lot too.
Well, thank you. For tailgating season, the green egg is obviously one of our favorites. because of the flavor of the meat that you get. It's going to take a little bit longer to cook, but it's so worth it because of the flavor. Over here you can see they have a little mini max, which is
so
perfect
cute
for tailgating because you can put it right in the back of your car and take it with you.
That's a great one.
And it's a wonderful little tailgating grill.
Okay, I've heard a lot about the green egg, so that's a popular one.
Now, as far as your house, we have lifetime grills, starting with the EXO grill. We've got the Weber Summit here. When we move back to the right over here, we've got the Lynx, the EXO, and the Sedona by Lynx. Those are all more lifetime grills that you're going to have for at least 20 years or longer, and many of the parts are fully warranted.
That's
On top
great.
of that, we also do a lot of islands. This is a Challenger Cart island that very popular. We've got a Sabre grill in it. Sabre is more of a 10 to 15 year grill like a Weber. We have the whole line of Weber grills outside, and they are going to run with a 10-year warranty, but they are very stable. People really like Weber. They've known the name for years.
So with all the choices that you have here, Pam, you really do kind of need someone to walk you through all the pros and cons. Can you help them with that for
Definitely,
our viewers
we all
coming
can.
in?
Everybody here can. Everybody's very knowledgeable and can walk through it.
You can just stop in, you can shop. They've got lots of great items outside as well. And what a great way to come in, do some tailgating, or heck, just have a big old party, right?
I know, what fun.
I love it. Casual living, fireside and grilling. We'll get you back to football.
Thanks, Jess.
Let casual living, fireside and grilling inspire your outdoor style. Stop by and shop our 15,000 square foot showroom for the perfect patio furniture, fire pits, umbrellas, grills, outdoor kitchens, and more. We're here to help turn your outdoor space into a haven of luxury and style. We offer delivery and setup.
We're the only company that services what we sell. Please come by as we'd love to earn your business.
Casual living, fireside and grilling, for the casual life.
Living on the coast offers a unique lifestyle, but with that comes the need for a specialized approach to helping protect residents and business owners from year-round winds, high tides, and torrential rain. Since 1850, our family-owned business has been helping friends and neighbors navigate whatever Mother Nature has thrown our way. At CT Lowndes, we know coastal insurance. Visit us at ctlowndes.com. Let us help you prepare for hurricane season.
At Mcginnis Orthodontics, we're committed to giving you a reason to love your smile. We offer state-of-the-art technologies to create beautiful, healthy smiles by utilizing cutting-edge technology and artificial intelligence to guarantee the best results possible. We're in the 1% of top Invisalign providers in the country. The technologies we use are amazing, but we're pretty sure that it's how much we love what we do and the neighbors we do it for that makes the real difference. Visit us in Hilton Head, Bluffton, and Beaufort and mention this offer to get $250 off treatment. We look forward to seeing you and for you to love your smile.
Hi, I'm Chip Welch with OC Welch Ford. Come pick out your brand new 2022 Expedition or Explorer with over 50 to choose from. With interest rates as low as 1.9%, call or come see me today at OC Welch Ford in Hardyville, South Carolina.
National Anthem brought to you by O.C. Welch.
Can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight for the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that her flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave? Oh, the land of the free and the home of the brave.
All right, white is visitor, so you're going to get the call. Your choice is going to be green or black. All right. Okay, green or black. It's going to lay on the ground. Say it nice and loud so my umpire can hear. All right, ready? Black. Blackie calls. Let's go. Blackie calls. So white wins the toss. What would you like to do? We want to receive the ball. White wants to receive. All right, which way would you like to kick?
We want to defend the school.
All right, so you coming back around here. You guys over here? Facing them. All right, white won the toss and will receive. All right, shake hands. All in team.
Good luck. 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 Good luck, man.
We welcome you back here to Hilton Head Prep. Prep in the red, JP2 in the white. Kicking off is Prep. JP2 on the return, and the Intercounty Bowl is underway. With the return out to about the 24-yard line, Marcus Walsh, Daniel Cort, Larry Giacomot, Joseph Keith. Yeah, Joseph's with us this week. Jeremy Pope, Justin Williams, and Jessa Jeremiah with you. I think I mentioned Larry Giacomot, but I'm going to mention him again. We're here at the Intercounty Bowl, first down and 10 for JP2 again in the white at about the 25-yard line. Beautiful day, 75-ish degrees.
Yeah,
bright sunshine.
Marcus, what does the old Michelob commercial say? Some days are better than others.
That's true. Today is a
Boy,
perfect day for football.
Boy, is it just perfect out here. And even because we don't have lights at the stadium, we get to come out early and call high school football. What a gift.
Just underway, 11:51 to go. Here is a run by Christian Tilton. Look at him go! He's got a huge run down the sideline, 40, 30, 20, and he's down to the 15-yard line. Brought down by number 22 for JP2, and that is Jake Sheenan with the touchdown-saving tackle, and that's a huge play. You know, a couple of weeks ago, we were at Battery Creek, and we had the play of the game, the very first play on a kick return. That might be it for this one. Who knows?
Well, something tells me we've got some more fireworks still to come in this game. It's going to be a long contest from here, but I was excited, and I mentioned Christian Tilton's name in the pregame. Just excited to see this young man play in person.
A little play to the right side. JP2 heading towards the end zone on the sideline.
That's a touchdown.
And they got it. It's a touchdown. And it's number 12, Anthony Hill, beg your pardon, getting in for the touchdown.
2 plays, Marcus. That's pretty quick.
That's very quick. 6-0, Hilton Head Prep. Trailing.
That was Coach Chris Myers. The coach of Dustin L. Etheridge.
Yes, and their try for 2 is not going to work. We've got a timeout, 6-0 in favor of JP2. We'll be back with more right after this on WHHI Sports TV.
As a parent to another parent, TCL makes it very easy for you to succeed.
TCL is definitely the smart choice. We really work with all of our students. It's the most affordable it's ever been. You have supportive staff here.
We focus on practical teaching and hands-on application.
You're going to be able to get to know your peers. You're going to get to know your instructors.
It's a great transitional period for students coming out of high school. It is just a great school all around.
Elsewhere's in Old Town, the Lowcountry's only veteran-owned sports memorabilia and retail gift shop, located in the heart of Old Town, Bluffton, where there's something for everyone, from truffles and coffee to lotions, scents, and local honey, kids puzzles, stickers, books, and more. Come on in and see what's in our store. Of course, our passion is sports cards and memorabilia, where we buy and sell collections daily. So when in doubt, don't throw them out. Come in and let us help you out.
We welcome you back to the Intercounty Bowl. And JP2 is going to be kicking off. They've got the 7-0 lead thanks to the tackle, or thanks to a couple of quick runs. And Hilton Head Prep will start over at the 30-yard line. It's going to be their first time with the football. Our officials today, Tim Raker is our referee in his 10th year. Chris Rogers is the umpire in his 29th. The line judge is R.L. Smith in his 12th. Kevin Plammer in his 15th. And I.G. Friedman, we've seen I.G. before. He is in his 17th year as the back judge. John Paul II comes in with a couple wins under their belt. They are 2-4 on the season. As here's a run to the outside. Look out for big Lonsell Daly. This is him across the 40 and getting a couple of yards.
Yeah, to finish my thought before we went to break, I got the coaches mixed up, but Dustin Etheridge, the first-year coach of Prep, said before the game the keys were going to be to stop big plays, and right away is his worst nightmare. And that's really been the Achilles heel for the Dolphins all season, is just giving up big plays to playmakers in space. And boy, it's clear that John Paul has two playmakers in Christian Tilton and Tony Hill. So Hilton for the season is 108 rushes for 917 yards, and Tony Hill 53 rushes for 209 yards and 2 TDs. 9 TDs for Tilton.
Harmer is going to throw downfield, incomplete, and it is intended for number 3, Gunnar Bonomo, the tight end senior, and it'll be second down coming up about the 30-yard line.
The keys for JP2 on defense are going to be to spot and key in on Lonsell Daly, number 24. Yeah, they played twice last year and split 1-1, but the first game, and Chris Myers pointed this out, Lonsell burned them for well over 125 yards and a couple of touchdowns. So that's going to be their key to their defense, is stopping him today, and we'll see if the young freshman quarterback can create some plays.
Third down. Here's Daly trying to get to the outside. He's going to get about 5 to the 35-yard line. Hilton Head Prep, 76 points scored on the year, giving up 141. That's 28.2 per game with an average of 15.2 scored.
That's going to be fourth down.
And a pay proudly flag right there. Fourth down and 8 from the 35-yard line. 10:14 to play in the opening quarter. 6-0 JP2 on big plays by Christian Tilton and Anthony Hill.
Some comments from Coach Dustin Etheridge prior to the game. And this is a quote, "We have a great bunch of kids. We're in a rebuilding mode when it comes to our program and system. The kids have bought into the changes."
The punt is going to be down at the 24-yard line. It took a heck of a roll. 9:56 to go on that fourth down. And it's actually down at the 15, not the 25. So 15-yard line for JP2.
Yeah, just to finish the quote, the kids have bought into the changes and have had great attitudes. Now it's time for the results to happen on the field. They're starting a freshman at quarterback, and they just want to see him manage the game and get it to their playmakers.
Tilton getting set up, and another flag. And it's against Hilton Head Prep, an offside penalty. JP2 comes in averaging scoring 32.3 points per game, and they average giving up 36. Again, they've won a couple of games. 2-4 on the year. 2-1 on the road as there's a run to the outside and a big breakaway. 40, 50, down the sideline. This is going to be a big play for JP2. And down to the 10-yard line. Has taken it all the way. There was number 4.
Christian Tilton.
That's a big play for Tilton.
At this rate, Marcus, they're going to have to get an oxygen tank down there for Christian Tilton if he's going to be running like this all afternoon. It's just hot enough that he's going to be a little bit winded because that's 2 really long breakaway runs. And thanks to the speed of Lonsell Daly there, that's another 6 points for John Paul.
Indeed. So Tilton off to a great start on the ground. First down and goal at the 7-yard line. Tilton goes under center. Man in motion, it's a pitch to the outside. They're going to try to cut the left side up the middle. And that is number 19.
Brian Jolly.
Jolly may have a chance to do some things. It looks like we're going to have an injured player. We do have an injured player on the field. Possibly an injury timeout here. We're going to take it. Be right back to the Intercounty Bowl after this on WHHI.
Hey, are you looking to make living in the Lowcountry a little more affordable? You have a detached garage just like this one? Well, why not add on to it and make it a passive income opportunity?
They call this a carriage house or an accessory dwelling unit or ADU.
By building an ADU, you will increase your home's value, have an opportunity to actually make some money, and give someone a high-quality home to live in and rent just like this one.
My name's Ryan from Bluffton Builders, and my goal is to make home ownership more enjoyable through the highest quality craftsmanship, convenience, and communication.
To learn more, go to bluffton.builders/ADU.
Old Town Golf Cars offers golf car service and sales of all makes and models in the Bluffton and Hilton Head area. We are authorized dealers for Korea, Tomberlin, Advanced EV, and Royal EV, as well as many others. We have a wide range of golf carts to choose from at the most affordable prices in the area. Call or stop by today to learn more about our inventory.
Welcome back. Daniel Zalea being carted off the field. And looks like an apparent left knee injury for Zalea. He was hurt in a game that we had last year here on WHHI. So
I hope we're not a bad omen for that young man.
Okay, yeah, that's true.
Already a depleted team here with injuries for
sure.
prep and a very young team, so this is going to be a challenge.
Second and goal at the 2, handoff to the right side. It's Alex Mercer heading towards the middle, and he's a little bit short, it looks like. It'll be third down.
Oh, that's a touchdown. The referee just gave the signal, no? Yeah, it looks like.
I didn't see one.
I think they scored.
8:56 to go. They're going to roll to the right. And Tilton is able to get in for the touchdown. 2-point conversion fails. It's 12-0 in favor of JP2. 8:56 to go. Another timeout here on WHHI Sports at the Intercounty Bowl.
Hi, I'm Beth Drake. As your local realtor, I am proud to support our local sports. If you're considering buying or selling a home, you want an experienced agent who knows the local market and how to get you the best price. In the past 10 years, I've helped over 700 buyers and sellers achieve their real estate goals. From staging and marketing your property to assisting you in finding the home of your dreams, I would love to help you as well. Call me at 843-422-7500.
Living on the coast offers a unique lifestyle, but with that comes the need for a specialized approach to helping protect residents and business owners from year-round winds, high tides, and torrential rain. Since 1850, our family-owned business has been helping friends and neighbors navigate whatever Mother Nature has thrown our way. At CT Lowndes, we know coastal insurance. Visit us at ctlowndes.com. Let us help you prepare for hurricane season.
All right, we're taking a break here on the sideline. This is thanks to Luke Goronsky at Consolidated Planning. And you know what's fun is we've been doing these sideline reports, and with the support of great companies like Luke's company, Consolidated Planning, but this time we have him here for a sideline report. It is so nice to see you.
It's great to be here, thank you.
And we've also got son Kaz here. We're gonna check in with you, but there you go. You can say hi, Mom. Hi, Mom. That's what you say, right? Luke, tell us a little bit about why you chose to come down here to the Lowcountry.
Well, like most people, or a lot of people ended up here. My wife and I started vacationing down here before she was my wife. Her family bought a house down here. We came down, we fell in love with the area. And the more we visited, the more we realized this is where we wanted to be. And then I learned professionally there was a need for what I did. So everything just kind of was a perfect storm of personal and professional worked out. She wasn't working at the time. He was young enough, he didn't have connections, and we decided to move down here to vacation land.
It's time to grow some roots right here where you love it. And I think that's really important what you just said. You know, so many people do what you did and what I myself did is vacation here, fall in love and make it their home. But we also need great businesses to support this growing community. And that's what you've done is bring a great business here to help. Talk just briefly about what it is that you do and why you've chosen to support the broadcast of youth athletics, which we so are grateful for.
Sure, I'd be happy to. My team focuses on the financial planning for people who are entering or looking to enter in retirement. So once you get, you're done growing, you get in retirement, it becomes a whole different thing when you start living retirement without an income. So that's what we specialize is retirement income. And when I was vacationing down here, I realized there are tons of people here who are in that situation. They moved down, they've had a great life, they're ready to retire, and they could use some help figuring out decisions they need to make moving forward. And we also work with small business owners, and there are a ton of small business owners in this area that would like to grow and sell their business. And that's what we help them do, is help them grow, and then when it's time, get them ready to sell their business and move into retirement. And then as far as supporting the football, this is Kaz's first year playing football. So he's 8 years old, and it's his first season playing, and he's excited about it, having a good time, and I figured what better way to do it than support local football and bring him out to games and get him more excited about playing.
So much fun. Well, we're looking forward to hearing how the football season goes, and now you can check off the list that you've done a TV interview. What do you think? Yep. High five, buddy. Nice work. Thanks so much to Luke to support these games and the sideline report. And we're going to get back to the guys.
Welcome back. Mercer scored on the touchdown. The 2-point conversion was no good. 8:56 to go. And here's a little pooch kick. It's down on the ground in midfield.
I don't even think that would have traveled 10 yards.
Yeah,
so.
I don't think it did.
So they're going to spot Prep here with some great field position. Boy, we really, going back to the injury to Daniel Zalea, Marcus, you and I were talking before the game, and I was asking you players to watch, and he was one of the ones you mentioned.
Yeah.
So it's really unfortunate, but right now our thoughts and prayers are with that young man. Couldn't put any weight on that left knee, so let's just hope it's not a serious injury. Okay, Prep Dolphins. Let's just see if you can. I mean, the game is 12-0, but see if they can establish some momentum of their own. They've got great field position.
It's a big drive.
It is a big drive.
First down and 10 in midfield. Harmer is out of the gun. He's going to hand it off to the left side. Here's Daly breaking free. Lonsell Daly up the middle. Number 24 on your scorecards if you're keeping score, folks. And Lonsell Daly gets a first down. Kevin Sevier of State Farm, first down. Gain of 13. Presenting sponsor and trophy sponsor is Summit Services Heating and Air. Summit Services Heating and Air, your leader in home performance services in the Lowcountry. Thanks to Summit Services Heating and Air for supporting WHHI Sports all year long. We had a chance to talk to Kevin Summit, who is here today before the game. First down and 10. Ball at the 38-yard line. Out of the shotgun goes Harmer. He's got a couple of guys in the backfield with him, including Lonsell Daly. Harmer going to throw it left side, over the middle, incomplete, and intended for number 11. And that is intended for Sean Graham, and obviously incomplete. Good coverage there, Daniel.
Good play there by number 23, Dante Aiken, to break up the pass. But I do like the mix of pass and run so far. We talked about, both of these are running teams with Tilton and Daly, but the element of surprise is going to be in the pass. So I like what I'm seeing out of Prep early to try to go to the air and maybe catch these secondary and linebackers off balance there for JP2.
Second down and 10 at the 38-yard line. Handoff again goes to Daly. He's going to break free of a couple. Got hit pretty hard after about 5 yards to the 30-yard line. It'll be third down coming up. FWDG, our Media Day sponsored, the furniture and services you deserve.
Yeah, Brandon Horton, number 9 there, coming up to make a nice hit and a stop. What I also like to see is he helped the player up, helped
that's good sportsmanship.
Lonsell Daly up. So you like to see that in a game like this.
3rd down and long for Hilton Head Prep. Huge drive for them. 6:57 remaining in the first quarter, and they're down 12. Again, they're going out of the gun is Prep offensively. Harmer's pass is deflected at the line, and it's going to be an incomplete pass. In on the stop there, the deflection was number 55, Sebastian Slusny. He also is a kicker. And it looks like we've got a timeout. We're going to take it with him. Prep calls the TO. We're going to take it as well. Be right back after this on WHHI, 12-0 in favor of JP2.
Hi, I'm Barry Edwards with Island Tire and Automotive Services. Here at Island Tire, we like to provide you with peace of mind by using the best with Michelin tires. With 19 plants in North America, 7 of those are here in South Carolina. Michelin makes it easy to support local giving because they provide the best quality, top-leading innovation and service. 3 things Michelin and Island Tire and Automotive Services have in common: quality, innovation, and service. Give us a call today.
Not everyone starts their day at the same time or in the same way. But no matter when or how, your local Touchstone Energy Cooperative is there to help you power every moment of it in countless ways. Because whenever it starts, one thing is certain: we never stop.
Palmetto Electric Cooperative, your source for power and information.
Welcome back to the Intercounty Bowl. 4th down and 8, ball at the 35-yard line. This is the 4th year at John Paul II for one Chris Myers. His guys are on defense. Again, they've given up a lot of points. As Harmer fires, and it's incomplete downfield. Intended for, I believe, number 21, and that is Will Henry Alford. He's a player to watch in the ball game, and in on the stop was number 88, Finn Mahoney, a senior wide receiver defensive back. It's going back the other way to JP2. They have a 12-0 lead with 6:37 to go in the opening stanza of action.
Yeah, Christian Tilton at quarterback, number 4, has been a highlight reel all season. I hadn't seen him in person until today, and by all appearances on film, he looked like one of the elite athletes in the Lowcountry.
And here he goes again on the left side. He's got some room up the middle. This time, though, Hilton Head Prep's going to stuff him up after a gain of only about 6 or so. And a couple of guys for Prep in there on the stop. It'll be 2nd down and about 4.
Yeah, good defense there by Prep. They finally got a little penetration at the line. That's going to be the key. We talked about it in pregame. Both coaches talked about it. And we know in football, the battle really, the first battle is in the trenches. Who can win there is typically going to go on and win the football game void of penalties and turnovers.
Our scoreboard sponsor is Mcginnis Orthodontics. Love your smile with Mcginnis Orthodontics. I didn't have a joke for that one off the top of my head this week. As Tilton's going to throw a little screen to the right side, it is caught, and a nice catch on the right side by number 11. That's James Kiefer. He is back healthy and in the lineup. JP2 had as many as 9 guys out last week in talking and getting some notes with Chris Myers earlier in the week. A lot of the guys are back, and they're standing up really strong, but as we've talked about, it seems like so far ad nauseum with 5:28 to go here in the first quarter, Christian Tilton is the key. As he goes and hands it off, and not much doing there, as a few Hilton Head Prep Dolphins in on the stop, including Lonsell Daly. Also in on the play for HHP is number 11. That is Jackson Kidd.
Yeah, so far...
Actually, I take that back. That is Sean Graham. Sorry, Daniel.
So far, a good-looking series by the defense of the Dolphins. Even though they yielded the first down there, it looks like they're firing off the ball a little bit better, maybe a little bit too much there with the offside penalty.
Correct.
But sometimes, we see it in these games all the time, Marcus, that the first few minutes in the first quarter are always testy. Players come out, you're not sure if they're quite ready. Are they a little bit too amped up?
It's a little bit frenetic.
It is frenetic right now.
Well, it's slowing down a little bit, 4:43 to go.
And that may be a result of the Dolphins just settling down a little bit and finding their keys.
And here's a handoff up the middle, just a couple of yards gained. There as Hilton Head Prep is starting to be a little bit more stingy on the defensive side.
Yeah, that's another.
Hauscher with the stop.
Another stop by Hauscher. He made the stop on the out pass there 2 plays ago. He's
2nd down and 4.
Getting to the ball, and, you know, the Dolphins have some speed on defense. If they can fire with quickness and just contain, they've just got to contain the backs, most notably Hilton, but you've got number 7 there, Alex Mercer, number 12, Anthony Hill, all can do damage once they get in space. So the Dolphins' keys are going to be to contain those guys.
We've got a timeout. We'll take it with them. Be right back on WHHI Sports. It remains 12-0.
Hi, I'm Bruce Wood, Managing Partner of Hilton Head Capital Partners, and I'm here to be part of your fun high school football season. It's a great time, but the game begins with the coin toss, and that's what I like to see first. So let's have a fun time. Let's all play safe. Let's enjoy our teams. And please, don't drink and drive. Your parents want you around for a while. So enjoy the game and enjoy the season.
Hi, I'm Mike Zachman, broker at Keller Williams Realty. I've maintained a successful business model through multiple market shifts over time. I know this market and I know real estate. Serving 22 years in the Navy as a Navy diver, combined with a lifetime of boating on the coast, have enabled me to know the waterways that are an integral part of the Lowcountry lifestyle. Whether you're buying or selling, myself and my team can help you navigate the coastal South Carolina real estate market. Give us a call.
Hi, I'm Chip Welch with OC Welch Ford. Come pick out your brand new 2022 Expedition or Explorer with over 50 to choose from. With interest rates as low as 1.9%, call or come see me today at OC Welch Ford in Hardyville, South Carolina.
We welcome you back to the Intercounty Bowl here at Hilton Head Prep. Dolphins Stadium. It's the second Dolphins Stadium that we've been to this year.
That's
JP2,
true.
2nd down and 4 with the football. And Tilton gets shot, throws it deep, and it's juggled and incomplete.
Wow.
Great job by Hilton Head Prep to stay with it the whole way as number 4 for Hilton Head Prep is able to make the play.
Torin Hrobar.
That is a heck of a play. There he is right there at the bottom of the page. Torin Hrobar, number 4, with the uniform, but that was a number 1 type play as he was great on defense, finally tipping that ball away.
Well, I'm really impressed with the accuracy of the pass by Tilton there. He was under duress, had a defender right in his face when he let go of that, and that pass was right in his hands.
3rd down and 4, and here goes Tilton again. I believe, no, it's not Tilton. It's down the sideline, though, and a huge play for number 19. That is Bryant Jolly, the sophomore running back linebacker, can do a little bit on the line as well offensively. Huge run for Bryant Jolly down the left side. And a Kevin Sevier of State Farm 1st down and 10 for JP2. Now you got to focus on trying to hold him to 3 if you're HHP right now.
Now that pitch is the kind of pitch that a coach goes, no, 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 oh yes.
Yes.
Wow. That's twice that both with the pitch and the previous pass that Tilton's been right on the money.
There's another flag. It's going to remain 1st down and offsides against Hilton Head Prep. They're really kind of kicking themselves in the foot with the penalties here early on, too.
Yeah, they can ill afford to spot JP2 any yardage because they're giving up a lot already on the ground. But they're anxious, you know. They're trying to find their keys, but they're just a little too early.
As Tilton scrambles left, scrambles towards the center, and he's sacked. Down he'll go. As a couple of guys in on the play.
That's Sean Graham, number 11. Great play, and a host of other Dolphins in on that stop. I like the intensity that I'm seeing from the Dolphins. They're not going to quit. We've seen it all season from this team. They've been down. They're 0-5, but they've been scrappy. They haven't been anybody's doormat, and they're not going to be JP's doormat today, I don't think.
3:05 to go in the opening quarter. Tilton getting his offense set up. Hilton Head Prep, you know they're going to be coming for him, at least trying. As he rolls around, yeah, they're coming for him, and they're going to drag him way back.
Jake Sheehan, number 22, got great penetration.
Couple other guys in on the stop, too, including, I think it was number 8, or make it number 9, Brady Brody Hauser with the stop.
Marcus, that's our
5-yard
first
loss.
TFL today, tackle for loss.
That's right.
The prep team needs more of that. The penetration, they've got speed on the corners, and that's going to be the ingredient that's going to work for them. They've just got to get penetration. That's probably why we're seeing the offense of defensive offsides a lot, as they're trying to get in there
High
quick.
snap over the head of Tilton. He's got it back. He's going to throw. It is incomplete. Tell you what, Tilton really did a heck of a job to grab that football after the bad snap. Threw it incomplete anyway. It's 4th down and 12 at the 25-yard line.
Yeah,
2 minutes to go.
Tilton is just so athletic that he can create something out of nothing. He had absolutely nothing there, and it really has been 2 drops. Two of his passes on this drive have been right in the hands of his receivers. They've just dropped the passes.
Another timeout for John Paul II. We'll be right back as we take it with him. 12-0. Back in a moment.
As a business owner, local service is important to me. I want to work with companies that know me, know my business, and are here when I need them. Pay Proudly's team listened to me and developed a custom solution that saved significant amount of money and made our process to accept payments easier. But what makes working with Pay Proudly even more meaningful is that they genuinely care. They contribute a percentage of fees collected to local charities that are important to me at no additional cost.
We are Pay Proudly.
Life is full of choices, and the choices we make directly affect our quality of life. Our day is much easier when we don't hit the snooze alarm 10 times and show up late for work. We feel better when we eat a well-balanced meal versus running through the drive-thru. And when it comes to your comfort at home or in the workplace, the result of hiring a fly-by-night repair guy or award-winning professional is night or day. Life is full of choices. For your home, for your family, for your environment. Make the superior choice. Call Superior today.
Welcome back. John Paul facing a 4th down and 12. A quick note from Chris Myers after this play as Tilton gets the snap. He rolls. He throws it deep downfield. And it is nearly picked off as Sean Graham was in on the play. We would like to give a shout out to Mrs. Andy Shaw. She does a lot of stuff with getting the players ready with water, towels, etc. She's part of the chain crew on home games. She drives the bus, teaches science, is a huge part of the athletic program. And so, Andy, congrats, and thank you for all the hard work, and hope you're enjoying this one so far as your guys are up 12-0.
Well, folks like Andy Shaw are the unsung heroes. They do all the behind-the-scenes things that nobody sees, but couldn't do it without them, for sure.
1st down and 10. Here's a run for Daly. He's not going anywhere as number 79, Landon Skipper, I believe, in on the stop, as well as number 75, Lucas Yackley. Lucas, one of those guys that was hurt last week, but is back in there. He is a sophomore.
Marcus, that was a key series for the defense of Prep. That was a great stop on 4 plays down deep, tucked deep into their own territory. If JP2 scores there, we're looking at a 3-score game really early into this contest, and that might be a hole too deep to dig out of. But they stopped them, and looking to get some momentum going back the other direction.
That's for sure. As here's a little toss out to the right side, and it is caught by number 11. That is a heck of a play there by Graham. He's really been all over everywhere.
Been very active
so far here in this one.
We've called Graham's name and Hauscher's name a lot here in the first quarter. And that's really what, with all the keys being on number 24, Lonsell Daly, I really think Prep's going to have to count on other players to step up and make some big plays. And it looks like right now, quarterback Wyatt Harmer's trying to get the ball to other athletes on the field and catch the JP2 defense a little bit off guard, back on their heels.
Indeed. He's going to go out of the gun. He's got Daly off to his right side, a man down there on the right side. And here comes a deep ball from Harmer, and it is incomplete.
Looks like he just lost the ball. That was a good throw. Number 21, who
Finn Mahoney in on the play defensively.
The pass intended for Will Henry
Alford, yeah.
But it looks like he stopped his route. Might have lost sight of the ball in the sun. I tell you, so far, I'm really liking what I'm seeing out of freshman quarterback Wyatt Harmer.
Yeah, for sure.
He's got a nice drop back, sets his feet, has a really good throwing motion, and he's good size for a freshman. I think
absolutely.
I think the future is bright for Prep for sure, because they're just a really young and very injured team so far this season.
6.2 seconds to play in the opening quarter. 12-0 Hilton Head Prep. That's a bad snap. And scrambling around, trying to do something was number 25 for Prep. That is not Lonsell Daly. That is, that's the end of the quarter. Nothing happening there. We're going to have our officials discuss it.
Yeah, that looks like C.J. Patan.
There it is. C.J. Patan, that's exactly who it is. Kicker and punter, the junior. 12-0 HHP trailing. Hilton Head Prep trailing to JP2.
Well, what do we always talk about, Marcus? Special teams and defense, right?
That's exactly right, and that's been the key.
Critical error there in the punting game.
Tim Raker and company discussing it, and we'll get a verdict from him certainly before we go to break, because it could be a matter of anything. Hilton Head Prep defensively, as there is a flag. Hilton Head Prep defensively averaging 2 turnovers a game, 3 defensive scores on the season. Lonsell Daly, Sean Graham, Will Alford all getting into the action. 27 tackles, 33 tackles, 30 tackles, and 1 sack, 2 sacks, and 2 sacks respectively for Daly, Graham, and Alford.
Wow.
And that is a big face mask
penalty.
There will be another play, apparently. They'll get the punt off. It's high from Patan, and it's going to go out of bounds at about the 40 or so yard line. Down at the 45-yard line, and that is the end of the first quarter. 12-0 in favor of JP2. Back with the second quarter of the Intercounty Bowl next.
Hi, I'm Bruce Wood, Managing Partner of Hilton Head Capital Partners, and I'm here to be part of your fun high school football season. It's a great time, but the game begins with the coin toss, and that's what I like to see first. So let's have a fun time, let's all play safe, let's enjoy our teams, and please don't drink and drive. Your parents want you around for a while. So enjoy the game and enjoy the season.
Have you joined the Express Comfort Club from Summit Services Heating and Air? It's the ultimate way to keep your cool. Membership is free and includes discounts on routine maintenance, 15% discount on all repairs, 3-year parts and labor warranty, no overtime charges, plus other benefits. Your comfort is just a call away. To sign up for Express Comfort Club, call 843-836-2653.
Hi, I'm Beth Drake. As your local realtor, I am proud to support our local sports. If you're considering buying or selling a home, you want an experienced agent who knows the local market and how to get you the best price. In the past 10 years, I've helped over 700 buyers and sellers achieve their real estate goals. From staging and marketing your property to assisting you in finding the home of your dreams, I would love to help you as well. Call me at 843-422-7500.
This is a fun part of our program. This is the part where, thanks to Beth Drake, we get to award a community leader. And oftentimes we award that to somebody with the school, and there's lots of great leaders here at Hilton Head Prep. However, we wanted to take a moment to recognize a special leader that is involved with us here at WHHI Television, and that's Larry. He has no idea what we're doing right now, so if he looks confused, that's why. But tonight, Larry, we wanted to recognize you, and Marcus, I think you can speak specifically to what it is that Larry brings to this team.
Larry Jacquemont brings a ton to the WHHI, really the WHHI staff and family. Certainly with sports, you know, he's our right-hand guy for football and basketball, giving us stats, certainly working with production, working with coordinating where we're going to be on site at various places, whether it's a football game or basketball game. He's actually been my chauffeur for much of the last couple of years, which I greatly appreciate as well. Jessa hasn't mentioned it outright, but Larry, you are our community leader for this week, and we are just so incredibly thankful for everything that you do. I haven't worked with anybody as dedicated and as big in preparation, so on behalf of Daniel, Cort, and all of us, and certainly Jessa, thank you for everything you do, and congratulations.
Thank you. It's kind of nice having people to work with, and I'm honored. Oh, thank you very much.
Larry's the man behind the scenes, and we had to get him in front of the scenes so you all could see a lot of planning and preparation goes into this, and Larry's a huge part of that. So Larry, thank you so much for what you do for us. We appreciate it.
Be a part of it. Part of a great organization.
We're so happy to have you. We've got to get back to the booth for the second quarter.
Get back up there.
We're going to do that now. Second quarter next. We welcome you back to Hilton Head Prep in the Intercounty Bowl. Tilton is not going to get much, if anything. He's going to lose a couple. That's going to take that average down a little bit. He had 2 rushes for 125 yards before that play. And it'll be second down as we are underway in quarter number 2, second down and 14.
Yeah, 2 rushes for 125. That'll make the stats look a little bit better, won't they?
Yeah.
We were talking statistics before the game. Those statistics look pretty sporty.
Man goes in motion. That's Jolly. Here's a handoff up a run up the middle.
Tony Hill.
And it's number 12, Tony Hill. Anthony Hill with the carry. Let's hear from Casual Living.
Casual Living Fireside and Grillin' for the casual life. Go see our friend Craig Bright and crew.
And while we're at it, pregame brought to you by Keller Williams. Whether buying or selling your next home, call Michael Sackman of Keller Williams. Forgot to mention that at the outset of the pregame as there's a run and not much doing. Boy, this Hilton Head Prep defense at times, Daniel, has been able to stuff out the run and do some nice work. They need to try to get some things going. Sean Graham's just been all over the place on both sides.
Yeah, they're showing a lot of moxie, and I did hear before the game from Wes Kerr and Justin Jarrett that the team has some speed. They're aggressive. They get to the ball. It's just about finding their cues and getting their timing down. I think they're starting to time this offense of JP2 up a little bit.
Wes is here currently. Justin's roaming all around the Lowcountry, and Wes will be too. Later on after this one. Here's a pass downfield, tipped and intercepted. And Hilton Head Prep gets a big play on defense. They've been averaging a couple of turnovers a game, as I mentioned earlier. They got one there as number 12 with the play. That's Anders Asklund with the interception. And Hilton Head Prep is going to take over. This is their chance, Daniel, to get into this ball game offensively down 12 after that interception by Asklund.
Well, 3 key plays that have kept them right in this ball game. You had the key 4th down stop a few series ago. You had the avoided blocked or botched kick / blocked punt that was erased because of a face mask penalty. And then you can't fool me by Anders Asklund to get the ball back for Prep here has kept them right in this ball game.
And here's Harmer tossing one downfield, incomplete. And it'll be second down at the 43-yard line. Let's hear about Beth Drake, our community leader sponsor.
Yeah, call Beth. She is your experienced local realtor, whether you're buying or selling. Call Beth.
And timeout called by Hilton Head Prep. We'll take it with them. 10:05 to go in the second quarter. 12-0 in favor of JP2. Hilton Head Prep on a drive, though. Back in a moment on WHHI Sports TV.
This is the mower that cut the lawn, that became the place their kids grew up. The legendary Exmark Laser Z is the zero-turn mower more landscape pros trust. For cut quality, comfort, and reliability. Exmark, official mowers of the backyard life. Visit your local dealer or explore the Exmark Laser Z online for special finance offers, available now.
Imagine how inconvenient your life would be without power. No lights, no refrigeration, no heating or cooling, no electronics. But with a Generac home standby generator, you will have power when you need it most. Generac generators automatically provide backup power after sensing a power outage, so your life goes on uninterrupted.
No doubt we're living in uncertain times, and many of our loved ones are spending more time at home. Selectric will have you prepared when the power goes out.
Selectric. Done right now.
The snap, Harmer gonna throw, it's complete. And heck of a play there. It's caught and across midfield. Hauled in by number 21, Will Henry Alford. And Hilton Head Prep gets to midfield. That's another Kevin Sevier of State Farm first down. Kevin M. Sevier of State Farm first down.
Yeah, sometimes it just takes a play like that to get a team not only a little momentum, but some belief in themselves. Again, I'm going to say it again. From the quarterback perspective, I'm really impressed with the footwork and the patience of this young freshman quarterback, Will Harmer. He's setting his feet and putting the ball right there. He's got clearly a strong arm.
He's a gamer.
He is.
And he's showing it.
As we said, if he's back there and stays healthy, I think the future's bright for the Dolphins.
Our coin toss brought to you by Hilton Head Capital Partners. Hilton Head Capital Partners, navigating you to financial freedom. Penalties brought to you by Pay Proudly as well. Don't get penalized with processing fees. Call Pay Proudly today.
Speaking of freshmen for the Dolphins, I ran into my good friend Susan Smith coming into the game, and her son there, number 50, you can see him in the middle of your screen or out to the right of your screen. Number 50, Paulie Smith is a starting left guard for the Dolphins. So, again, we talked about a lot of young faces here on this Dolphin team. So, a good shout out to my friend Susan Smith and her son. They're excited about the future of this program.
Had a chance to see A.D. Eric Matheson of Hilton Head Prep before the game, and then Jeremy Pope just said a few minutes ago that former athletic director Rich Basirico, good friend of the Walshes, is here, and good friend of everybody here in the Lowcountry. Rich Basirico, what a guy.
Well, a lot of good people here at this school, and boy, it was a festive occasion as we entered the stadium today, wasn't it?
Certainly was.
Bouncy houses and food.
Festivals everywhere.
Balls throwing all around.
Here's a run to the left side, not much doing for number 21, Will Henry Alford. Another flag, a reminder that coming up at halftime, Daniel and I will have our first half thoughts, and we'll have much more, including Jessica Surrett's interview with Mike Lynn of Stokes Toyota of Beaufort. That's the sponsor, your friendly community dealer for a truly exceptional experience. Stokes Toyota of Beaufort.
And we got a procedure penalty against Prep. And right now, the score is a little bit one-sided, but what's probably more one-sided, Marcus, are the penalties.
Absolutely.
I don't know that JP2 has had a penalty yet.
I don't think they have.
And to my count, that's number 5 already on Prep. So that's getting a little lopsided right there. Prep's just got to be a little bit more focused, pay a little bit more attention to detail, and not just be so anxious. Wait on that snap and then execute.
9:45 to go in the first half. 12-0 in favor of JP2 and their defense. As there's a handoff up the middle, and it's Daly trying to get a couple extra yards, get a little extra yardage. Another flag down. as he takes it to the 45-yard line. And we'll see about the flag. Boy, Tim Raker and his crew, they've been busy.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. Another formation penalty. I really like. Marcus? Did you notice the burst there by Lonsell Daly?
He's got it. He's got it.
He saw the hole and accelerated. I can see why he's been such a successful back. I'm surprised he hasn't had more yards this season. He's at about 275 yards for the season.
Right.
But when he sees a little bit of daylight, he's got a burst.
If he has just a second or two to get
That's
a
right.
slight step out in front of somebody, he's going to take it, and he's going to take it a long way, and he's already doing that so far.
Well, we talked about, the two key fundamentals are blocking and tackling. And right now, if the prep line can just create, like you said, just a second or two to give Daly some space, he could take it to the take it to the house.
I think I hear somebody doing the think music from Jeopardy in the background based off the discussions that our officials are taking, along with the man in the white hat, Tim Raker.
Yeah, and they're having a long conversation here with head coach Dustin Etheridge. I'm not sure what's going on, but clearly he isn't happy about something.
Reminder that our touchdown sponsor is Technical College of the Lowcountry. Step up with TCL, the Technical College of the Lowcountry. Our timeout sponsor is Bluffton Builders, always built with integrity. 9:37 to go here in the opening half. We've got a timeout called by Hilton Head Prep. We'll take it with them. Be right back on WHHI Sports TV.
In life, some things just go together, like a burger and fries. And home and auto insurance from State Farm. So make it a combo. Combining your home and auto insurance could save you time and money, and who doesn't like that? Just call State Farm agent Kevin Sevier and find out how you can start saving today. It's just another way we're here to help life go right.
Have you joined the Express Comfort Club from Summit Services Heating and Air? It's the ultimate way to keep your cool. Membership is free and includes discounts on routine maintenance, 15% discount on all repairs, 3-year parts and labor warranty, no overtime charges, plus other benefits. Your comfort is just a call away. To sign up for Express Comfort Club, call 843-836-2653.
All right, as we take another break here on the sideline, thanks to our friends at Consolidated Planning, we ran into a familiar face. You might know this gentleman. Dave Adams is joining us. How are you today?
Oh, I'm doing fine. There's no pressure tonight, so I'm doing great.
Don't you love that? A little just relaxing interview. We're going to talk a little bit about what you did here at Prep. Walk us through what you did in your years here.
Okay, yeah, I came to Prep after retiring from public school in 2016. Head football coach. I wanted to end my career coaching football because I was the athletic director at that time at Bluffton. So I spent 6 years here as varsity football coach and actually coached middle school basketball. So that was my 6 years.
That is so cool. And you mentioned Bluffton, so this wasn't your only stop in the career change here locally. You've had a few different roles. Tell us what they were.
Well, what is neat about ending up here is I started my coaching career out of college in 1978 at Hilton Head Prep. It was called May River, but it converged to Hilton Head Prep. So I started here at Hilton Head Prep, spent 18 years at Hilton Head High School, and then went 12 years as athletic director at Bluffton High School, and then came full circle back to end my career where it started at Hilton Head Prep.
I love the first full circle stories. I'm living out one right now myself. It's a fun story to tell. Also a fun story to tell is I hear you did a little driver's ed. Goodness, was that part of the career?
When I was at Hilton Head High, I was the only driver instructor on the island. So I taught 5 classes of driver's ed all day long. So many kids, it doesn't matter where I go, whatever store they go, oh, you taught me how to drive. They always remember that, yes.
I love it. And we're going to get back to Marcus and Daniel in just a minute. But quickly before we do that, tell us your thoughts on tonight. It's homecoming night, a beautiful night for a game.
Yeah, coaches hate homecoming week because it's a distraction for us. I know the kids are jacked about this game. I know John Paul, they're going to run the option. That quarterback can run the football. So it's going to be, if we can stop him from running the football, I think Prep will come out victory tonight.
Okay, we'll see what happens. We are in the game right now, so we're going to get back to it. Marcus and Daniel, you're up.
We welcome you back. 9:37 to go in the first half. First down and 15. And here's a run from Daly, and he's going to gain a few yards. It'll be second down coming up.
Marcus, the stat wizard Larry Giacomont just handed me this on Coach Myers. I didn't realize he had such a strong pedigree, but for 4 years, he's been a coach in the North-South game, 2015, 16, Indeed. 2019, and 21.
We talked about that before the game, and Coach Myers has done a lot for this community. That's for sure. He's been outstanding. Kevin Wald was here as well at JP2 back in the day after a stop, of course, at Hilton Head Prep. Yeah. Kevin Wald coached both teams.
Coach Myers and his wife Courtney have 3 young children, Kinley, Kaylin, and Knox, KKK.
Here's a run to the left side and a few yards there on the play as running the football for Hilton Head Prep was number 2, Cargill. He had a big touchdown catch earlier in the season. .8:45 to go, third down and 17, ball at the 46-yard line, second quarter. Again, we'll have Jessica Surratt talking to Mike Lynn. Our thoughts and more coming up. It's homecoming day, so probably have some looks at the festivities with that coming up on the Stokes Toyota of Beaufort halftime report.
Yeah,
Man in motion.
Key third down here, Marcus.
Is Sean Graham.
They're going to have to go to the air. I'd like to see maybe some play action, see Harmer roll out.
He's going to step up. He's going to throw it deep downfield, and will it be picked off? It is picked off indeed by, I believe, number 88, rather. 88, that's Finn Mahoney, picks it off, and JP2 going to take possession. Again, a drive that looked like it was going somewhere, and then the big play from John Paul II.
Yeah, and even though that's a turnover, that's okay because it's just about like it's about like a good punt, maybe even better than a good punt. No harm done there. They're still within striking distance at 12-0. The defense is playing better as we're getting towards the end of the first half. We've still got a ball game.
8:08 to go, so we have plenty of time here in the second quarter left. And this Prep defense is playing strong. They've had a couple of big plays. You figure that they're going to have to try to make a play to get things going here in the ball game in its entirety. As there's a pitch to the left side, and it's Tony Hill. He's wrapped up. Nice play.
Graham.
There by Graham. He's been everywhere.
No, excuse me. That's Will Henry Alford.
That was actually, yeah.
Apologize for that.
Number 21.
Hey, look at it, from the outset, it looked like a really good play. It looked like initially that the Dolphins had lost contain, but great pursuit, great angles by the linebackers and secondary of Hilton Head Prep there.
Second down at 10, 22-yard line, handoff. Gonna go up the middle, breaking free, and that looks to again, possibly, no, actually number 12 in on the stop. That's Anders Asklund. But a big gain for JP2, and that was Christian Tilton. That's a first down, brought to you by Kevin Sevier of State Farm. 7:24 to go in the quarter. First down and 10 at the 34.
At least the Dolphin defense is not allowing the big play like they did in the first 2 series. So they certainly settled down and gotten their feet
underneath. Pass to the outside, complete, and a big gain down the sideline, another first down. This catch made by Hill, number 12, and again, a first down to the 34.
I do like seeing the mix of pass and run on both teams. We really thought it would be a ground attack on both sides, but we're seeing both teams mix up their plays on offense, and that's critical.
Coming up, we'll have a play of the game brought to you by Selectric, your Power Pro Elite Generac dealer in the Lowcountry, done right now. As Tilton, an option, and it's down the side, and a nice gain. I believe it went to Hill again.
I'll tell you, that's great execution.
And it did.
You got a triple option attack, which when run effectively and executed, that is one of the hardest still offenses to stop. Tilton is a great admirable back there running that offense.
Yeah, he's doing a great job by himself athletically, throwing the ball, especially running the ball, but he's been a very good general of this team and of this offense as well.
General's a better word. I said admiral.
Yeah. You're looking
I was
for
in the
general,
ballpark,
I think.
right?
Yeah, that's right. Fumble! It's down on the ground. And does Prep have it? They do!
Just what they needed.
Number 21, Will Henry Alford, in on the play to grab the ball back for Prep. We were talking about Star Wars last week and the Imperial March. Yeah. Can't help but think
Maybe
of
I
that,
still
being
had
that we're
that stuck
talking
in my
about
head.
admirals and generals. So Prep again makes a stop defensively. They got the ball now on offense. And a chance down, still only 12 to keep momentum going and to get on the board.
Bend but not break, and they're
doing it.
They're creating opportunities for themselves. Now they've just got to cash them in.
Here's Harmer rolling to the left side. He's not going to go anywhere. A couple of guys in on the stop. One of them being the do-it-all guy and the quarterback, Christian Tilton. Marcus Walsh, Daniel Cort, Larry Jacomot, the rest of our WHHI crew with you, including Joseph Keith and Justin Williams on the crew for the first time this year. Here today on a beautiful, suntastic day from Hilton Head Prep's Dolphin Field. We've got 5.5 minutes remaining, second down and 12, ball at the 40-yard line, quarter number 2 of the Intercounty Bowl here on WHHI Sports. Big game later today as Hilton Head Christian Academy takes on Thomas Hayward. We will see both those teams here very soon. As here's a run by Harmer. He's going to gain a couple before a few guys get to him. Actually, the HHCA-THA game will be on WSAV.
Yeah, that was a broken play there, unfortunately. What we mentioned was, so if Seth Tilton is the general for
Christian.
Or, excuse me, did I say Seth?
You did.
Seth Tilton's a realtor here on Hilton Head.
Well, there you go.
Well, I'm on a roll here right now, partner. But if Christian Tilton is the general for JP2, the general on the Dolphins side of the ball is certainly Lonsell Daly, and they haven't gotten him the ball much in the last couple series. I think the key is just going to try to get him the ball, whether it's a screen or an option, a pass option, run pass option. Get him the ball and just let him create with his athleticism.
I'm assuming Seth is a colleague of yours, right?
He is indeed. Very accomplished realtor here.
4:23 to go in the first half. Delay a game against the Dolphins. And it'll be third coming up.
There's a lot of Tiltons around here. You got Steve Tilton, too, one of our best builders here in the Lowcountry.
There you go. Third down. Ball at the 42-yard line. It's a little screen pass out to Daly on the right side, and Lonsell Daly getting up thanks to a JP2 Golden Warrior. 4:03 to play, fourth down and 15. First half.
I know that play didn't result in any positive yardage, but I like the call. That's just the prescription that Prep needs to get going here on offense, is try to get Daly the ball and just let him do his thing. Very good defense by JP2.
3:38 remaining. And a punt coming up for Hilton Head Prep. It's high, it's a hanger, and now it's going to drop at the 27-yard line. And John Paul II will have possession. 3 minutes, 27 seconds left in the opening half of a 12-0 ball game. And again, we'll see what this Hilton Head Prep defense can do to try to slow down Christian Tilton, Bryant Jolly, and certainly Tony Hill. They've done a nice job to start. They could use another pick, especially, or a fumble even, in this area of the field. Try to get a shorter field, have a chance to get the first points for themselves on the board. First down and 10. Tilton gonna hand it off. No, he's not. It's a fake, and it faked me out momentarily. Tilton with the fake handoff keeper for a gain of about 2 or 3.
Well, once again, the defense Prep has settled into this game. They're getting their timing. They're clearly getting their cues. And you know, they're definitely focusing on number 4 back there with the ball. I think for JP2, they need to go back to some of the mix of plays that they started with early on in the ball game. And right now they're trying to find penetration up the middle, and it's just not happening. They need to get outside on the wings.
The snap. And Tilton's going to fake the handoff and roll to the left side where he's going to gain a couple. In on the stop for Hilton Head Prep was number 22, Jake Sheenan. He had a couple of big plays, including 5 tackles in a game a few weeks ago, and has done a nice job, especially for this defense, listed as a quarterback and linebacker. He is a sophomore, and it'll be 3rd down and 8 at the 29-yard line as the clock ticks down to 2:22 and counting in the opening half. Tilton out of the gun. High snap. He is going to fake the handoff. He's going to throw it deep. He's got a man out there, but it is incomplete. And it was intended for number 11, James Kiefer, who again has returned to the starting lineup. 4th down and 8 at the 29-yard line.
We had him there. He was certainly open, you know, but Tilton is a running back that's being asked to play quarterback. That can sometimes be a tall order. But right now it just looks like he's just a little bit impatient in the pocket. If he can just wait a half second longer, set his feet, he's going to put that ball on the money. That would have been 6 points.
4th down and 8, punt formation coming. And Slousny looks to get it off. It is high and fairly deep. Caught at the 35. There's some breakaway speed. Here's a return for Hilton Head Prep. Getting to the corner. Cross the 35 down to the
Riley
32,
Chirico.
Maybe the 31-yard line. Again, Riley Chirico with the return, running back, defensive back. He's a senior, and he's got Hilton Head Prep with great field position. 1:57 to go in the first half.
Looks like we have a penalty. Uh-oh. Oh, that's a backbreaker there. Roughing the kicker, Marcus. And that's a 15-yarder, an automatic first down.
Oh, by the way, Hilton Head Prep leads this series 4-3. They lost 24-10 to JP2 in their game last year. Last time I saw Hilton Head Prep, of course, was 2 games last season. Last time I saw JP2 was 2 years ago with Don Ellison. We called the Intercounty Bowl. It was this bowl game, but it was at Beaufort Academy. So we'll be back at Beaufort Academy here soon, and looking forward to getting back there with Mark Clifford and company. Last year, the Independent Bowl and then the Cross Island Bowl were both here versus Thomas Hayward Academy. I called that game with Bob Stevens, and then you and I did the HHCA game, the Cross Island Bowl, the last game of the year, on a beautiful October day. Tilton fires, that's complete. Across the 50, down the sideline. Hello! Still on his feet in bounds. They blow the whistles as the catch was made there by number 11. Heck of a play
James
and
Kiefer.
run. And James Kiefer again with the play and stop.
Wait a minute.
JP2 with the flag called against them.
JP2 finally had a penalty. It's been so one-sided with penalties so
That's
far.
right.
But Marcus, I think that the previous play there, from my perspective, that was the biggest momentum shift in the game right there.
Yeah.
I mean, you have probably the single best play for the Dolphins in this first half, and a great return there by number 44. Who was that?
That was Riley Chirico.
That's right.
Number 44.
Tough to find our numbers here
Yeah.
today. But
Here
that
comes
gets called
a pass
back.
for Tilton. And he's got a man open, and it was overshot. Pass intended for number 12. A little bit too strong for number 12, Anthony Hill.
Yeah, Tilton's got plenty of arm there. He's, again, just seems to be rushing just a smidge. If he can set those feet, plant, and then throw, he's going to find he's throwing a little bit off his back feet, and sometimes, that can cause you to some accuracy problems.
Reminder,
but they're close. Those seam routes are wide open.
Man in motion is Hill. A reminder, we've got the MVP presentation from Island Tire, the longest-serving Tyler retailer and auto repairer on Hilton Head. An Island tradition, that's coming up later as Tilton's going to scramble to the left side and gain a few. And as well, Consolidated Planning is the sponsor for our sideline reports with Jessa Jeremiah. Luke Goronsky with Consolidated Planning for your local experienced financial planning.
And actually said that holding call was the first penalty on JP2. Actually, the face mask was that gave Prep the ball
Forgot
back.
about that. There's a big run down the sideline.
Uh-oh.
Huge run. 20, 10. Actually, that was the 20. And that's going to be all the way down the sideline and into the end zone for a touchdown for JP2 for, I believe, Dante Aiken, number 23.
No, that's Christian Hilton.
Okay, I saw Aiken down.
Aiken was
the
just
sideline,
escorting
him in.
Well,
thank you for being another set of eyes.
Well, it's a little bit tough to see with the glare today, partner. We're having trouble with numbers and our monitor here, but the guys, our tech crew is right here behind us and doing an incredible job as always. But I'll tell you, Christian Tilton is everything as advertised, isn't he?
So he's got a touchdown added to the rest of the stats, and absolutely 1,000% yes.
I think that puts him over 200 yards for the half.
I think it's got to. He scrambles out to his right, fires deep, and the two-point conversion is good as he finds number 88, Finn Mahoney. It's 20-0 with 56.5 seconds to go in the first half. Here on WHHI Sports, it's the Intercounty Bowl. We've got a timeout. Be right back right after this.
Elsewhere's in Old Town, the Lowcountry's only veteran-owned sports memorabilia and retail gift shop, located in the heart of Old Town, Bluffton, where there's something for everyone, from truffles and coffee to lotions, scents, and local honey, kids' puzzles, stickers, books, and more. Come on in and see what's in our store. Of course, our passion is sports cards and memorabilia, where we buy and sell collections daily. So when in doubt, don't throw them out. Come in and let us help you out.
Old Town Golf Cars offers golf car service and sales of all makes and models in the Bluffton and Hilton Head area. We are authorized dealers for Korea, Tomberlin, Advanced EV, and Royal EV, as well as many others. We have a wide range of golf carts to choose from at the most affordable prices in the area. Call or stop by today to learn more about our inventory.
We welcome you back here to the Intercounty Bowl on WHHI Sports. 20-0, JP2 with the lead, and the kick is away. It's a little squibber. JP2 was trying to go for it, and I believe they got it. Number 88, Finn Mahoney, was in on the play, and it looked to me indeed like he scooped that thing up.
Yeah, that's a long offside kick right there. You know, unfortunately, that's what comes when you have an inexperienced football team. You know, the number one thing you got to do as a receiver on kickoff is when that ball's over 10 yards, you go get it. You go get it no matter where it is. And that just wasn't ball security, and unfortunately, special teams right now is killing the prep team.
It for sure is. First down and 10, ball at the 27-yard line, 55.7 seconds to go. Again, they're down 20. They've got a chance. And Tilton fires, and it's picked off. So it is going back to Hilton Head Prep. They did not have it on that play because of the long offside kick, as Daniel said, that was recovered by Finn Mahoney. Tilton throws a pick, really his first mistake all day.
Yeah.
And now Prep has it with a chance to get back into it with 45.8 seconds to go and a 20-0 deficit.
I think Chirico had a chip on his shoulder. They unfortunately took his beautiful return away on the roughing the punter penalty a few series ago. That was a difficult sequence for the Dolphins, but Chirico comes back with a huge interception here right before the end of the half to keep, I mean, let's face it, Prep is still realistically in this football game.
They sure are. They just need a big play on offense, or a couple big plays on offense. As out of the shotgun goes Harmer, fires, caught. And it's a couple of guys for JP2 in on the play, but making the catch for Hilton Head Prep is number 3, Gunnar Bonomo.
Say that 5 times fast.
Gunnar Bonomo, Gunnar Bonomo, Gunnar Bonomo, Gunnar Bonomo, Gunnar Bonomo.
That's why he gets paid the big bucks,
That's
folks.
Right. I did a lot of voiceovers today, so I don't think you can slip anything by me right now.
Oh, I love that name, Gunnar Bonomo.
That's certainly doing the reads here.
That's
that
at
counts
the top
too.
5. A very accurate pass again by Harmer. I like what I'm seeing.
And here's a run to the outside. Down the sideline goes Daly. Oh, goodness. He did the little whoop, little skippy-doo.
There's the general.
And he's got the first down. That's the end of the first half. 20-0 in favor of John Paul II. Daniel and I will have our first half thoughts. We'll also hear from Jessica Surrett. All of it coming up on the halftime show. Next, brought to you by Stokes Toyota of Beaufort on WHHI Sports.
Hi, I'm Chip Welch with OC Welch Ford. Come pick out your brand new 2022 Expedition or Explorer with over 50 to choose from. With interest rates as low as 1.9%, call or come see me today at OC Welch Ford in Hardyville, South Carolina.
Let casual living, fireside, and grilling inspire your outdoor style. Stop by and shop our 15,000 square foot showroom for the perfect patio furniture, fire pits, umbrellas, grills, outdoor kitchens, and more. We're here to help turn your outdoor space into a haven of luxury and style. We offer delivery and setup.
We're the only company that services what we sell. Please come by, as we'd love to earn your business.
Casual living, fireside and grilling, for the casual life.
As a business owner, local service is important to me. I want to work with companies that know me, know my business, and are here when I need them. We have used several different credit card processing companies in the past until I found Pay Proudly. Pay Proudly's team listened to me and developed a custom solution that saved significant amount of money and made our process to accept payments easier. They are always ready and available to speak with me when I call. But what makes working with Pay Proudly even more meaningful is that they genuinely care. They contribute a percentage of fees collected to local charities that are important to me at no additional cost. I'm proud to be working with Pay Proudly and making the Lowcountry and the world a better place together.
We are Pay Proudly.
We connect people to their work, to their families, to all things essential. That's why your Touchstone Energy Cooperative is here every day, making life easier in all the ways that matter. And of all the connections we make, we know none are more powerful than the human connection.
Palmetto Electric Cooperative, your source for power and information.
Welcome now to the Stokes Toyota of Beaufort halftime report. Marcus Walsh and Daniel Cort with you. And Daniel, that first half, sum it up in a name, not just a word, but a name, Christian Tilton.
I was going to say 6 words. Christian Tilton, Christian Tilton, Christian Tilton. Now, football clearly isn't a one-man game.
No.
He's got to have the big uglies up there creating space for him. He's got great running backs and some good wide receivers. The defense played very game first half.
Yeah.
But, he is everything as advertised, as we said. He's just a great athlete. He's one of the elite football athletes in the Lowcountry, and he just proved it. I think he had maybe over 200 yards in the first half. On the other side of the football, I think, the keys for the Dolphins were bend but not break.
Absolutely.
But as young as they are, and as depleted as they are with injuries, they just can't afford the penalties, and they can't afford to give up the big plays.
They had the penalties, and unfortunately they gave up the big plays in that first half, especially to Christian Tilton.
Yep.
What are some keys on the side of Hilton Head Prep in the second half, other than continuing to do what they're doing now to stay in this ball game down 20-0?
Well, I think keys first would be discipline. Just stay disciplined, focus. Too many penalties in the first half, so if they can cut the penalties down, they can stop the big play, for one. And then in offense, they've just got to get a little rhythm. Sometimes it just takes one play to get some momentum and get some belief. So I like what I'm seeing out of Wyatt Harmer at quarterback. They've got some good receivers there. I think it's going to come down to creating some space, though, for Doncell Daly, for sure.
Loncell Daly.
Excuse me. Loncell Daly. I'm having a tough day today. No, Loncell Daly is the workhorse. He's their athlete. And I think if they can get a big play or two, get some momentum, we've still got a ball game.
It's going to be an interesting second half. It's homecoming day anything's possible for this Hilton Head Prep team. They're currently down 20-0. They've got to get a couple of big plays, though, either on offense or defense in the second half. Going to be interesting to find out what happens. We'll have the second half for you shortly, but first, let's go to Beaufort with the Stokes Toyota Drive of the Week. Here is Jessica Surrett after this break.
Life is full of choices, and the choices we make directly affect our quality of life. Our day is much easier when we don't hit the snooze alarm 10 times and show up late for work. We feel better when we eat a well-balanced meal versus running through the drive-thru. And when it comes to your comfort at home or in the workplace, the result of hiring a fly-by-night repair guy or award-winning professional is night or day. Life is full of choices. For your home, for your family, for your environment. Make the superior choice. Call Superior today.
Hi, I'm Beth Drake. As your local realtor, I am proud to support our local sports. If you're considering buying or selling a home, you want an experienced agent who knows the local market and how to get you the best price. In the past 10 years, I've helped over 700 buyers and sellers achieve their real estate goals. From staging and marketing your property to assisting you in finding the home of your dreams, I would love to help you as well. Call me at 843-422-7500.
Hey guys, we are at Stokes Toyota Beaufort for your Drive of the Week, and I am here with the General Manager, Michael Lynn. Michael, so great to see you again today.
Good to see you, Jessica.
Well, we have covered a lot of ground the last few weeks. One thing that we haven't got to yet that I really want to talk about is your service department. So tell me a little bit about that.
Yeah, so our service department, we're a full service department. We service all makes and models. We offer a very comprehensive service in the back. Curtis Krause is my service manager. He does a fantastic job. We've got a lot of guys back there that have been here a long time. One of the things that I think is unique about us is once you have your vehicle inspected and serviced here, if it qualifies for a service contract or a maintenance program or things like that that can help reduce that cost of ownership for our customers, we offer that. We make that available to all of our customers if that's something that they're interested in. So we're really proud of that. We want to, take care of our customers as best we can.
That's fantastic. Well, how do they kind of find out if they qualify for that?
Yeah, so when they come in, just check with the service advisors. They can go through their process. We do free multi-point inspections every time you bring a car in, so that's just the service that we provide. You don't have to have bought here. Being in a military town, we have a lot of people that come and go here, so we service a lot of people that did not buy their cars here, and that's fine. We want to take care of our whole community.
That is very, very true. Well, tell me the slogan.
Yes,
I love it.
We've always been the friendly folks at Stokes, and so we want to make sure that we live up to that.
Absolutely. Guys, they have the Buy Ahead program, they Don't Sew Over sticker, and they've got a fantastic service department and program there. So come check them out, give them a call. Stokes Toyota Beaufort for your Drive of the Week. Living on the coast offers a unique lifestyle, but with that comes the need for a specialized approach to helping protect residents and business owners from year-round winds, high tides, and torrential rain. Since 1850, our family-owned business has been helping friends and neighbors navigate whatever Mother Nature has thrown our way. At CT Lowndes, we know coastal insurance. Visit us at ctlowndes.com. Let us help you prepare for hurricane season.
Hi, I'm Bruce Wood, Managing Partner of Hilton Head Capital Partners, and I'm here to be part of your fun high school football season. It's a great time, but the game begins with the coin toss, and that's what I like to see first. So let's have a fun time, let's all play safe, let's enjoy our teams, and please don't drink and drive. Your parents want you around for a while. So enjoy the game and enjoy the season.
We will now crown our homecoming queen. Drum roll, please. This year we're excited to announce our homecoming queen, Hayes Wilkinson. Congratulations, Hayes. Congratulations to all of our senior homecoming court participants and our underclassmen homecoming court participants.
This is the mower that cut the lawn, where you laid on your back so a princess could fly. The Exmark Radius will get you on and off the lawn quickly with the signature cut, comfort, and reliability more landscape pros trust. Exmark, official mowers of the backyard life. Visit your local dealer or explore the Exmark Radius online for special finance offers available now.
At Mcginnis Orthodontics, we're committed to giving you a reason to love your smile. We offer state-of-the-art technologies to create beautiful, healthy smiles by utilizing cutting-edge technology and artificial intelligence to guarantee the best results possible. We're in the 1% of top Invisalign providers in the country. The technologies we use are amazing, but we're pretty sure that it's how much we love what we do and the neighbors we do it for that makes the real difference. Visit us in Hilton Head, Bluffton, and Beaufort and mention this offer to get $250 off treatment. We look forward to seeing you and for you to love your smile.
Have you joined the Express Comfort Club from Summit Services Heating and Air? It's the ultimate way to keep your cool. Membership is free and includes discounts on routine maintenance, 15% discount on all repairs, 3-year parts and labor warranty, no overtime charges, plus other benefits. Your comfort is just a call away. To sign up for Express Comfort Club, call 843-836-2653.
SummitServices.com.
We welcome you back to the second half here at the Intercounty Bowl. Hilton Head Prep receiving the second half kickoff. It's up, and it's caught at the 42-yard line by Butler, number
23.
Or 23, okay. Some first half stats. Christian Tilton, 10 carries, 189 yards, and a touchdown as we've got a pay proudly flag. Lonsell Daly, 7 rushes for 44 yards. JP2's offense, 238 total yards. And tell you what, they are really doing a heck of a job on the ground, led certainly by Christian Tilton, as we talked about at halftime.
Yeah, so some quotes from Coach Chris Myers of JP2. You know, we know they're a triple option team, and he says we go as our quarterback goes. I'll say Christian Tilton has become an excellent decision maker in the option system and is also usually one of the fastest guys on the field on any Friday night, in this case Friday afternoon.
Yep.
And that hasn't changed at this venue.
No way.
He's just we talked about it. You know, there are position players and there are athletes, and he's just one of those athletes that can do pretty much anything you ask him to do on a football field, but he's also a leader.
Absolutely. Dolphin football, first down and 10, 26-yard line. This is a make or break, must-have-it touchdown drive.
I agree. We said that at the break, Marcus, that we think this is the critical position. At 20-0, it's a stretch, but they're not out of this football game, but they really need to create some momentum and get a score, because we talked about it. You know, there's momentum and then there's belief.
Right.
Sometimes teams just need to believe.
Yep. So Hilton Head Prep in the red, JP2 in the white. 11:56 to go as we're just underway in quarter number 3, post the opening kick. Marcus Walsh, Daniel Cort, Larry Jacomot, Joseph Keith, Jeremy Pope, Jessa Jeremiah, and Justin Williams with you. And again, the Jeopardy Think music going on.
I love the as we pause. I love the tribute to Larry, our good friend Larry Jacomot.
Had that
in
the start of the second quarter, and we
couldn't do this without Larry.
We would not be able to do what we do without Larry. I mean, he's, in addition to everything, you know, he's a chauffeur for me a lot of weeks too. So certainly appreciate everything that Larry does for us. We affectionately call him the Wizard.
The Wizard, Gandalf.
Larry the Wizard, as that pass is incomplete, as it's the first play of the second half from scrimmage, intended for Sean Graham, the tight end linebacker. He is a freshman, check that, a senior, and certainly a big player so far in this game for Hilton Head Prep. Second down at 10, 26-yard line.
Yeah, they're clearly trying to establish something in the passing game, but again, I think as we saw it at the Bluffton game last week when Hilleman had to come in relief for Max Van Hohenstraten.
Right.
What they did in the second half was took some of the pressure off him and allowed him to get it out of his hands quick into his playmakers. I think that's going to be the key here. You got to get it to Lonsdale Daly or one of those great receivers there on the edges.
Well, you mentioned Hilleman. He was given a vote for Loco Player of the Week from Wes Kerr, as that pass is incomplete. I gave a vote to Jalen Linder, but I tell you
it's been the Casey Fields month.
It's been the
hasn't
Casey
it?
Fields show
The last month.
crazy, and certainly Christian Tilton was up for it as well. It'll be 3rd down and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Well, kind of like Christian Tilton, Casey Fields was a converted wide receiver. And wide receivers make great plays, but they don't get the ball much when you compare that to a running back. So moving him to running back allows his athleticism to be featured, and he's making the most of that. Same with Christian Tilton, converting him to, by necessity, converting him from a running back to a quarterback. The ball's in his hands most of the game, and boy, that's dangerous.
3rd down and 10 to go. The snap goes, and here's Daly trying to get to the outside. 22, now cutting upfield across the 25.
What an effort.
Actually past the 30 and to the 35-yard line. Flag down, and we'll see what happens with that. It's brought to you by Pay Proudly. Don't get penalized with processing fees. Call Pay Proudly today.
Boy, it just seems like every time Prep gets a good play and a little bit of momentum, they're getting penalized.
Yeah.
We'll see what the call is, but what an individual effort.
Oh, for sure.
Lonsdale Daly still got a lot of fire under that face mask, and I think he's going to bring it here in the second half. But, boy, the Dolphins just got to stop shooting themselves in the foot.
Reminder that Summit Services Heating and Air is our presenting sponsor as well as our trophy sponsor. You'll have a chance to talk with the winning head coach later on. Summit Services Heating and Air, your leader in home performance services in the Lowcountry. Thanks to Summit Services Heating and Air for supporting WHHI Sports all year. Let's hear as well from O.C. Welch, our national anthem sponsor.
Oh, I love my O.C. Welch calls. O.C. Welch Ford. Go see O.C. today for a great car buying experience.
Peg Hamilton with the rendition of the national anthem earlier this afternoon. I believe she's a theater teacher here, if memory serves, at Hilton.
I think you're correct. And she's become a household tradition here.
She certainly has.
She's got her own style
she
and her own
definitely
rendition
does.
of our national anthem.
3rd down and 10 at the 26-yard line. 11:35 to go in the third. Reminder that at Mcginnis Orthodontics, you can love your smile. There's Daly taking it for a couple. That's, again, Mcginnis Orthodontics.
I think all those voiceovers have worn you out, partner.
Yeah, maybe.
We got to thank our man, Jeremy Pope, for creating a sunscreen here for us. We're catching a lot of glare on our monitor. We apologize to our viewers. In the first half, we missed a few players and a few numbers. We've been fighting
even
a glare.
A player
because,
too.
Yeah, well, we're just not used to calling games while the sun is still bright and
strong and powerful.
Well in the air.
Yeah.
We're catching a nice sunburn.
That's right.
As we call this game.
Thank you, JP.
Your face is going to look like the Dolphins' uniforms before we're done here, partner.
It probably will. 4th down and 6.
Well, some may question this call. I like it. I think you got to do
well.
something to create some momentum going your way.
4th and 6 at the 30. Harmer fires downfield, broken up.
Great defense there by Dante Aiken, number 23, a sophomore. That's several passes now that he's broken up here in this ball game, and boy, that's a tough possession there for Prep.
John Paul will take over with 10:32.
JP2 takes over, 10:32 to go in the quarter. Let's hear from a tailgate sponsor of ours, Casual Living.
Casual Living, fireside and grilling for the casual life.
And a reminder that our Keller Williams pregame show, whether buying or selling your next home, call Michael Sackman of Keller Williams. And Tilton with a couple.
Well, I would have sworn, Marcus, that Tilton had over 200 yards in that first half, but he was close. 189, I think you said.
That's correct.
Yeah, that's a good season for some backs.
That's right.
Wow.
2nd and 8. Ball at the 28-yard line. 10:05 to play in quarter number 3 of the Intercounty Bowl. Tilton gonna fake the handoff. Ball's loose. Jolly's there. Actually, check that. That's Hill there to grab it. So
now
Hill
that is
able to grab it and hang on.
Fortuitous bounce there.
You got that
for
right.
JP2. That would have swung the momentum back to the Dolphins and erased that very unfortunate first offensive series there for Prep.
Tony Hill listed as the second most explosive player, of course, behind Christian Tilton. He's in there because Jackson Ogden is out with a broken foot, and he goes in motion and scrambling is Tilton. He's got a little bit of room to his right, and then he gets steamrolled by a couple of Hilton Head Prep Dolphins in red. Goodness gracious, what a hit.
Yeah, speaking of, we're giving a lot of praise to Christian Tilton, but also Coach Chris Meyer says that Alex Mercer and Javi Jimenez, their two fullbacks, are probably just as important to this team because they have a special relationship, and in that triple option offense, that's so critical.
4th down 5, ball at the 29-yard line. 8:45 remaining in quarter number 3. Tilton under center and a whistle.
Looks like motion on JP2.
Tim Raker with the call.
Ball start against John Ball. Pushing back 5.
Tim Raker, our referee in his 10th year. Chris Rogers on the crew as well in year 29. R.L. Smith in year 12. Kevin Plammer in year 15. And I.G. Friedman in year 17. We had seen I.G. a couple of times. And Hilton looking to throw, or rather Tilton looking to throw, and that's incomplete. Going downfield and intended for number 11 down the sideline, James Kiefer. 8:13 to play.
I'll tell you, the defenses on both sides stepped up here early in the second half. Boy, that's a critical 4 plays and out there for the defense of the Prep Dolphins. Gives them the ball back. And, again, they've lost some time, but they, again, a quick score, we got a ball game.
Dolphins take over.
And while the Dolphins have the ball,
this is Daly.
It's Daly up the middle, gaining just a few.
Daly just can't find daylight right now because that JP2 defense is really stiffening up. Both defenses are really starting to time the cadence and keys,
right,
and are filling the holes and stopping the big plays.
Daly, 104 carries for 450 yards coming into this game. 50 for 235 as well. Actually, that's a rushing total for HHP. Daly, 50 for 235 of the 450 and 104 carries. As there's a roll to the outside and a few yards gained. Ball's loose, and it looks like JP2 has it as it was fumbled by Riley Chirico. He's had a little bit of a tough day as Riley.
And the recovery there by number 9, Brandon Horton. We've called his name a lot today, too.
Yeah. Barger not in the game today, but he's been a big factor on offense. 15 receptions, 212, and a touchdown. Sean Graham's been everywhere, both on offense and defense this season. Gunnar Bonomo, we mentioned his name. Gunnar Bonomo, that's saying it 6 times fast.
Gunnar Bonomo.
But really, it's Lonsell Daly and then A.J. Barger. We talked about it. Not having him in there today was a big loss. And even Jason Braymiller might have had a chance to guide this team a little bit more, being that he's the senior.
Yeah, and then the unfortunate key injury early on in the game, Daniel Zalea, we see him down there with the uniform off, on crutches already, just praying that young man's okay.
Tilton scrambles, still scrambling. He's going to throw one up and incomplete.
Wow.
That would have been an outstanding catch by Anthony Hill if he would have made it over the shoulder.
Again,
Incomplete.
that's just Tilton using his unique athleticism to create something out of nothing. He actually put that ball in the hands of Hill, but that was still going to be a difficult catch to make.
Right. Second down, 10 to go, ball at the 36.
You know, Marcus, we didn't talk about the fumble there by Tirico. Another great effort by number 44 there. Sometimes, though, when you're driving and you're trying to create more yards, you're subject to fumble, and unfortunately he did there.
Here's Tilton going up the middle and gaining about 5. One thing that we talked about early was the fact that Hilton Head Prep had to be very good on defense as well as offense in this game, especially early. Took them a couple drives to get things going on the defensive side, but they really have played pretty well despite the 20-0 deficit. They just haven't been able to get anything going offensively. That's where they've struggled all year long, is
Right.
getting the early start.
Right.
Offensively, they've been able to come on strong, but a little bit too late. They gave up 8 in their first game to Bethesda. Everything else has been around this score where you give up 21 or 28 or more. As Tilton going to scramble, he's going to gain some room towards the middle, slightly to the right side of the field before he's knocked down by a plethora of Dolphins. School of Dolphins.
That's a good point you make, Marcus, because really after those first 2 possessions where they broke big plays, big runs by Tilton, the Dolphin defense has been very stiff. They only since then they've only given up the 1 big touchdown run to Tilton there toward the end of the first half.
Yeah, absolutely. 6:03 to go in the third quarter of a 20-0 Hilton Head Prep lead. Hilton Head Prep deficit, beg your pardon, a JP2 lead. And here goes up the middle. It is Bryant Jolly, number 19. And JP2 with another big play and another first down, courtesy of Kevin Sevier of State Farm. While I think of him, Kevin Sevier of State Farm is there for all your home and auto insurance needs.
Marcus, am I looking at this right? See number 70 there, left tackle for JP2?
Yes.
Big
boy.
That is DJ Lewis. Am I reading this right? Is he a freshman?
Larry Jacomont.
Yeah, right on cue. The Wizard,
right on cue is the Wizard. Yes.
DJ Lewis is
He's
a
a ninth
freshman,
grader.
folks. He's in his second year as a starter, so he must have started as an 8th grader. His stats don't pop out, but he's a space eater. I'll say so. That is a big young man.
And he's going to be double-teamed every play, helps the linebackers out. Sam Rembold, I called his name earlier, leads the team in tackles with 51, 3 for loss, a fumble recovery, also gets everybody up to the line. Mentioned Slousny being a big player. He can certainly kick as well, gets everything going as the most consistent defensive lineman. 45 tackles, 3 for loss, a fumble recovery, a block kick, a forced fumble, and he can kick as well.
Yeah, both these teams are young, so the future's bright for both these programs. But I'll tell you, I'm looking at number 70 here in the middle of our screen with the pink socks. That DJ.
Those are some pink socks.
He's got some growing to do. He's, 15 years old?
Wow.
What's he going to look like what's he going to look like next year?
That's scary.
That is scary.
That's about as scary as a monster, being that we're
getting close to Halloween,
aren't we? Close to Halloween.
Yeah. Well, when you see young men that size, that young, you know they've got to be attracting the eyeballs of big programs.
We've got a timeout. We'll take it with them. Be right back after this. 5:30 to go in the third.
Hey, are you looking to make living in the Lowcountry a little more affordable? You have a detached garage just like this one? Well, why not add on to it and make it a passive income opportunity? They call this a carriage house or an accessory dwelling unit or ADU. By building an ADU, you will increase your home's value, have an opportunity to actually make some money, and give someone a high quality home to live in and rent just like this one. My name is Ryan from Bluffton Builders, and my goal is to make home ownership more enjoyable through the highest quality craftsmanship, convenience, and communication. To learn more, go to bluffton.builders/ADU.
Hi, I'm Barry Edwards with Island Tire and Automotive Services. Did you know that the amount of tire that's actually making contact with the road is about the same size as a slice of watermelon? And that's all you have to keep you safe. It makes sense to have the best like Michelin. That's why Island Tire has been proudly selling Michelin tires since 1978. At Island Tire, we don't think of it as just a set of tires. you can trust us to be thinking about the safety of your car and, more importantly, what's inside.
We welcome you back to the Intercounty Bowl, 5:31 to go, and whistles after the timeout. And here we go. Second down and 10, ball at the 9. And Tilton is down to the 5-yard line, so there were flags on both teams before the break, and typically when I think of flags on both teams, they offset. This one did not, this situation.
No, it was apparently a dead ball personal foul, after the whistle stuff. And once again, we talked about the keys at halftime. More of the same, unfortunately, for the Dolphins, and they're just killing themselves. I hate to use that word, but they're really hurting themselves with their own problems.
Tilton gonna scramble up the middle, and he gets into the end zone for the touchdown to make it 26-0 to TCL TD. While I'm thinking of it, step up with TCL, the Technical College of the Lowcountry. 26-0 in favor of JP2. 4:46 to go.
Another TD by Tilton.
Yep.
TD Tilton.
That's right. It's a nickname for him now, it looks like, as he's going to hand it off. And
that's our first positive converted. No, that's our second PAT conversion.
Yeah. 28-0 in favor of JP2. 4:46 to go in the third. We'll be back right after this on WHHI Sports TV.
Hi, I'm Mike Zachman, broker at Keller Williams Realty. I've maintained a successful business model through multiple market shifts over time. I know this market and I know real estate. Serving 22 years in the Navy as a Navy diver, combined with a lifetime of boating on the coast, have enabled me to know the waterways that are an integral part of the Lowcountry lifestyle. Whether you're buying or selling, myself and my team can help you navigate the coastal South Carolina real estate market. Give us a call.
We connect people to their work, to their families, to all things essential. That's why your Touchstone Energy Cooperative is here every day, making life easier in all the ways that matter. And of all the connections we make, we know none are more powerful than the human connection.
Palmetto Electric Cooperative, your source for power and information.
Taking a break here on the sideline once again. We've talked to one sponsor tonight. Now we've got the sponsor who is here joining us, Kevin Thompson. You've probably heard the tagline many times by this point in the game with Summit Services Heating and Air. Boy, are we grateful for your support of this broadcast. Thank you so much for coming out tonight.
Absolutely. We're happy to do it. We just love being a part of it and just having this facility here and all the great people around us. It's just so much fun to be here on Friday nights for sure.
You said it. It sure is a nice night and a lot of fun. Let's talk just a little bit about the business and what you do for our viewers who might not be fully familiar with it.
Absolutely. So Summit Services is a heating and air conditioning company. We opened up about 6 years ago here on the island, and we're full service. So we're there for daily maintenance, service, installs, ductwork, whatever needs are. And just recently we opened up a pool division. So now we are taking care of pools in the area. We're doing cleanings on pools, weekly service there, resurfacing, service, and also starting to build pools as well for some folks. So we're extremely excited about it.
I love it. Well, I heard you on the sideline saying that you're diving into the pool business. I can't help but, hear a good pun and share it with our viewers. It's so good. I also know a lot of folks who have used your service. I've recommended you, had a great experience. So it's a great company. Also, you are involved here a little bit in prep. Tell us a little bit how.
Absolutely. Yeah. So both my boys here go to prep, and they have since they started in JK. So we're definitely involved here at Hilton Head Prep and love the school, can't speak highly enough about it, and also on the athletic booster board as well. So we're always trying to do fun things and trying to raise the level here at Hilton Head Prep. So great stuff for sure.
Well, giving back in many ways, not only your support of this broadcast, but, really personally giving back to this school and working hard. We thank you for doing that and for taking some time with us tonight, Kevin.
Absolutely. Happy to do it. Thank you very much.
All righty, back to more of the game. Let's check it out.
4 minutes, 46 seconds to go in the third quarter of the Intercounty Bowl. It's HP down 28-0 to JP2. And Prep will have possession at this point, under 5 minutes to go in the third. They're going to continue to try to scrap and fight and claw on defense. On offense, they got to find some big plays to, at this point, at least try to get on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and I don't think we've given enough credit to JP2's defense. They've just been tenacious all day. They've not the coverage on the pass plays and on the receivers has been great. They're getting a lot of penetration. They're really holding Lonsell Daly in check. So just a great job overall by the defense.
Harmer throws incomplete, and it was intended for Will Henry Alford. He was listed as a player to watch, running back, linebacker, senior. And Hilton Head Prep calls a timeout with 4:42 to go. We'll take it. Be right back after this on WHHI Sports TV.
As a business owner, local service is important to me. I want to work with companies that know me, know my business, and are here when I need them. Pay Proudly's team listened to me and developed a custom solution that saved significant amount of money and made our process to accept payments easier. But what makes working with Pay Proudly even more meaningful is that they genuinely care. They contribute a percentage of fees collected to local charities that are important to me at no additional cost.
We are Pay Proudly.
Life is full of choices, and the choices we make directly affect our quality of life. Our day is much easier when we don't hit the snooze alarm 10 times and show up late for work. We feel better when we eat a well-balanced meal versus running through the drive-thru. And when it comes to your comfort at home or in the workplace, the result of hiring a fly-by-night repair guy or award-winning professional is night or day. Life is full of choices. For your home, for your family, for your environment. Make the superior choice. Call Superior today.
Hi, I'm Chip Welch with OC Welch Ford. Come pick out your brand new 2022 Expedition or Explorer with over 50 to choose from. With interest rates as low as 1.9%, call or come see me today at OC Welch Ford in Hardyville, South Carolina.
We welcome you back. One key that I hadn't mentioned yet, obviously with JP2 talking about how much they run the football on offense, as here's a run for Daly, not going anywhere. He is stopped by number 52. That is Sam Rembold. We just mentioned Sam and some thoughts on him. He plays all three ways, a senior offensive lineman and linebacker. But in the game against Cardinal Newman, in which JP2 lost 69-40 a week ago, JP2 rushed for over 300 yards. Wow.
300 yards.
330 plus.
And Cardinal Newman is a perennial power, isn't it?
And
aren't they?
They are, and they ended up beating this JP2 team again 69-40.
So what, 109
points.
109 points.
Whoa, Nettie!
Wow.
Here's a run to the left side, and again, not much doing. In on the stop is Cole Woodham, senior offensive lineman and linebacker. Things starting to get a little chippy, it sounds like, as I was looking at my JP2 roster. Number 21, Will Henry Alford, in there on that play offensively.
I just think tempers are beginning to boil over. You get in a game like this, and you're struggling with execution. You're getting crushed with penalties and mistakes. You've got injuries. There's just a lot to take into account for the Dolphins and their frustrations. But I mean, again, you can't hurt your team with foolish penalties and losing your cool.
That's exactly right. Yep, personal foul against Hilton Head Prep. They don't like it. Fans don't like it.
Yeah, there's just frustrations.
Number 55 on the HHP side of things.
Frustrations, Marcus, unfortunately, have moved from the field into the stands here. We're hearing the boo birds come out, and I get it. It's hard when you're trying to generate momentum and you're constantly going backwards. It costs you rhythm, it costs you tempo, and it certainly costs you concentration.
Number 55, Tyler Britschke, was trying to plead his case with Tim Raker and company. 3:36 to go in the third. 4th down and 17.
Yeah, there's still a lot of time left in the game, so you don't want to stay in this mindset. You got to practice acceptance and just work on execution. Get after it. Play football and not play angry. I mean, play angry with some discipline.
And it went from, because of the penalty, it went from 4th and 17 to 4th and 31 at the 12-yard line. And the kick, it is going to bound down and go out of bounds about the 48-yard line. JP2 again with a short field and 3:28 to go in the third.
Marcus, we were talking about Seth Tilton's jersey. It's not white anymore.
It's kind of brown from the dirt. Probably got a little bit of green in there with the grass stains.
Well, so many of the schools now have these beautiful turf fields, so we don't see that. That's old school.
Look at 55 as well for John Paul II. Sebastian Slusny. He's got a bunch of brown and green on his pants and a little bit on the jersey.
They're digging it out of the dirt.
Jersey top. Man going in motion is Hill.
Yeah, we talked about it with all these turf fields. All these uniforms are usually clean.
Yeah.
Now we don't get to this as a throwback.
Hope these families have some Tide. There's a little run up the middle. The Tide Pods, they work wonders. It's all I ever use anymore doing laundry.
Well, my good buddy and RBC Heritage wrap-up show partner, Tom Kinder, who is the voice of the Cincinnati Bengals.
That's right.
He was an executive with Procter & Gamble for almost 30 years. Tide made his career.
Shout out to Tom Kinder.
Tom will probably send the whole team a little splice of Tide.
Maybe some Bengal stuff as well. Who knows?
Wow, wouldn't that be something?
2:55 to go. There's a pitch to the right side. It's Hill trying to get to the outside. He's got a lot of speed on a burst. There goes Tony Hill down the sideline. And goodbye.
Tony Hill to the house.
Tony Hill for a touchdown. And a flag down. So take it on back. Maybe.
Tony Hill was running downhill right there.
He
partner.
was.
Wow, he showed some speed.
Downhill on a big, like a treadmill, just going downhill.
Sure, yeah. Downhill treadmill. Speaking of treadmills and going downhill, my first year in Hilton had 26 years ago. The first gym I joined, I went down on the treadmill.
Oh, no.
Literally.
Second down coming up on the illegal procedure.
A lot of my friends got a real kick out of that.
So
I didn't think it was so funny.
Have you ever seen the George Gray clip where on The Price is Right, where he's actually modeling the treadmill and he's got a microphone in his hand because he's announcing it, and he's walking backwards and he just falls and Drew Carey just bends over. He's laughing hysterically.
Yeah, if you want to know how funny that looks.
I'll send it to you if you
want to know
haven't
how
seen
funny it really looks, you just YouTube it. There's plenty of them. I'm not the only idiot.
1:38 to go in the third. So the touchdown does not count.
Yeah, we've seen some big plays being erased by penalties. That's unfortunate.
Right.
I'd like to see the refs just let these guys play a little bit.
Second down at 12. Ball at the 45-yard line. That's something that we saw a lot of last year. Haven't seen it quite as much this year as it goes to the outside. Here's Hill again. Down the sideline he goes again. He's not going to have a touchdown this time, but he's got a big gain and what should be enough for another Kevin Sevier of State Farm first down, I do believe.
Well, as one of my ex-coaches in high school used to say, referees are critical and they're important. You got to have them, but nobody pays to see the referees. So sometimes in a game like this, which is getting out of reach, you just want to see these guys play football. Certainly there are going to be penalties out there, but maybe just loosen up a little bit and just let them play. Let them play, have some fun.
They're going to call it 3rd down and 7. That he was short. There's a run up the middle, and That is number 7 for Hilton Head Prep. For John Paul II, beg your pardon, Alex Mercer. We've mentioned Mercer quite a bit here in this third quarter. 50.2 and counting left in the third.
That's good for a first down.
That is a first down. So JP2 is going to melt this clock down like clarified butter.
Clarified. Well, I'll tell you, Marcus, this is just the time in a football game where you hope both sides just work on fundamentals and execution.
Yeah. Here's Tilton up the middle. He's going to break free from a couple of tacklers and get smashed towards the middle of the field.
Well, in addition to being just a great football player, Tilton's tough, isn't he?
He's tough as nails.
I mean, he's taking some shots in there by that Dolphin defense, and he just gets up and heads right back and starts all over again.
7 seconds to go left in the third and counting. Should end the third quarter of the Intercounty Bowl, and indeed it will. 28-0 in favor of John Paul II over Hilton Head Prep. It's the Dolphins, it's the Golden Warriors, and it's the fourth quarter on WHHI Sports, and it's next.
Let casual living, fireside, and grilling inspire your outdoor style. Stop by and shop our 15,000 square foot showroom for the perfect patio furniture, fire pits, umbrellas, grills, outdoor kitchens, and more. We're here to help turn your outdoor space into a haven of luxury and style. We offer delivery and setup.
We're the only company that services what we sell. Please come by, as we'd love to earn your business.
Casual living, fireside and grilling, for the casual life.
At Mcginnis Orthodontics, we're committed to giving you a reason to love your smile. We offer state-of-the-art technologies to create beautiful, healthy smiles by utilizing cutting-edge technology and artificial intelligence to guarantee the best results possible. We're in the 1% of top Invisalign providers in the country. The technologies we use are amazing, but we're pretty sure that it's how much we love what we do and the neighbors we do it for that makes the real difference. Visit us in Hilton Head, Bluffton, and Beaufort and mention this offer to get $250 off treatment. We look forward to seeing you and for you to love your smile.
In life, some things just go together, like a burger and fries. And home and auto insurance from State Farm. So make it a combo. Combining your home and auto insurance could save you time and money, and who doesn't like that? Just call State Farm agent Kevin Sevier and find out how you can start saving today. It's just another way we're here to help life go right.
Hi, I'm Chip Welch with OC Welch Ford. Come pick out your brand new 2022 Expedition or Explorer with over 50 to choose from. With interest rates as low as 1.9%, call or come see me today at OC Welch Ford in Hardyville, South Carolina.
All right, this is another sideline report thanks to our sponsor, Luke Goronski at Consolidated Planning. When we're at schools, you know, we really love to check in with the community and the leaders here, and we found one leader who has made a big impact. This is Coach Mo. Thanks for taking a minute with us.
You're welcome. Pleasure to be here.
Golf coach here, your fourth year, and you have coached the golf girls to the state championship this year. Tell us about that. What made that possible?
Well, I have to clarify one thing. My son and I kind of co-coach the team, and we also coach the boys team. And we were very fortunate this year to have won our fourth title in a row. We're really proud of the girls. They came through. We also had one of our girls win the individual championship at the state tournament too. So it's nice to keep the streak going, and we hope we can continue.
Well, congratulations on that. That's a big deal, and you know, lots of great coaching going on across girls and boys golf. Why do you come out here to the football games? What are you doing on, well, let's see, a beautiful night here at Prep?
Well, I teach a lot of these kids. I teach at Prep, and a lot of these kids I have in class, and I want to come out and support them and show that I'm with them. So, and they kind of check out to see if we come to the games too. So
they're taking attendance, aren't they, Coach?
You're darn right they are.
As they should. Well, I love it. Thanks for taking a minute with us. Congrats on the win. We appreciate your time.
Thank you very much.
All right, back to the game.
We welcome you back. Fourth quarter. of the Intercounty Bowl. Here's a run up the middle. Ball's loose. And Hilton Head Prep thinks that they have it. Number 44 was there in on the play. That's Riley Chirico.
Runners rolled down.
Boy, and the
rolled down.
The Dolphin fans are calling for something or anything. I mean, it did appear. I thought that he fumbled before he was down, but we don't have replay in high school, as you know, and they're going to keep the ball.
Reminder that Bluffton Builders is our timeout sponsor, always built with integrity. Kevin Sevier of State Farm for all your home and auto insurance needs, our first down sponsor. Want to thank Superior Services, Elsewhere's Memorabilia in Old Town Bluffton, Randall Lawnmower Equipment Sales and Service, as well as Tilton scrambling around. He's going to throw off his back foot and throw it away. They're wanting something, but an incomplete pass.
Yeah, and I thought that would have been grounding.
Yeah.
But I'm hearing there's no grounding in high school. Is that true?
Apparently not. CT Lowndes and Company Insurance, the spot sponsor, as well as Palmetto Electric. Fat Babies are food for the road, if you will, for these games for the crew. Amigos, Chicken Salad Chick, Media Day food sponsor as well. Bluffton Bar as well, or Bluffton Barbecue as well. Thank you for all you do to help bring these games to the folks.
You mentioned Fat Babies, partner. We both went with the sausage guy again
guy.
tonight.
I'm undefeated with that thing. I'm not getting anything else.
Tell you, think you think Christian Tilton would? He earned himself.
He would tear through a couple.
He
of
earned
sausage
himself
guys.
a sausage guy or two.
He may have earned himself a calzone. I saw those things. Those are huge. And speaking of huge, what a hit by Lonsell Daly. Goodness gracious.
Yeah, there was a little
Alex
frustration on that
Mercer-
hit.
Alex Mercer just got leveled from the shoulders down to the turf. I mean, you heard the pads from here.
Yeah.
Crunch.
Yeah. No, there's definitely frustration on that side of the football. And I get it. I get it. There's a lot to be frustrated about right now, but just want to keep grinding, focusing on what your jobs are, and play the game the right way.
Paul W. Horgan, the headmaster at Hilton Head Prep. That pass deep. It's incomplete.
Boy, that was there
intended
too.
for Hill.
Tilton's thrown some good balls tonight. It's just you gotta haul them in. You gotta look those passes all the way in.
John McCarty, the principal for JP2.
We talked about Tilton earning a sausage guy. I think he might earn something else here, Marcus.
Yeah.
We've got the player of the game coming up, and I can't think of anybody else.
I can't either.
That's more deserving
he's
than
the
that
guy.
young man. What a football game he's played.
4th down and 10. Luis Sanders, the AD at JP2, and Eric Matheson, the athletic director at Hilton Head Prep. Again, I had a chance to see Eric earlier as number 70 is heading off for John Paul II. That is DJ Lewis. We mentioned him earlier. He's a big man.
Gigantic freshman.
Ephraim Jimenez coming in. He's the sophomore outside linebacker.
Now that's a clean uniform.
And offensive lineman for now. Here's Tilton going back, throwing the deep ball over the middle, and it's picked off. There
Chirico again.
goes Chirico, and Chirico down to the 30-yard line.
Chirico's just made some great plays tonight. He's had an unfortunate fumble and a great kick return called back on a penalty, but he's just played a really solid ball game.
And I take that back. It's to the 20-yard line, not 30. So big interception. Hilton Head Prep with the ball, and 10:24 left in regulation. Down 28-0.
Dolphins will take over on their own 20.
Ball at the 20-yard line, first down and 10. A Kevin Sevier of State Farm, first down. Snap. And here's Daly. Up the middle, fighting off blockers. And he's close to another first down, if not there, right straight up the middle.
Marcus, being a golfer and calling golf for many years, this kind of reminds me of, let's face it, golf is different every day you play, no matter at what level. And you hear these PGA guys talk all the time, when they don't have their stuff and they know that at some point during the round, they just try to focus on fundamentals and just playing out and learning something from the rest of that round. And I think that's kind of the situation here. You're not going to win the football game if you're Hilton Head Prep, but now you can work on some things. And
here's a pass, and it is complete.
And sometimes doing something positive in a game like this, late, whether you win or lose, is something that you can build on for next week.
Sean Graham with the catch. I see that a lot, not just in the games that I call, but even going back to when I was in high school. But I see that a lot with high school basketball, too.
Yeah.
A lot of the great coaches do the same thing, where they're like, we're not going to win. They even kind of take their pedal off the metal in terms of the intensity factor.
Yep.
But they always look for some sort of
something
positive
to learn, right?
To learn and to build off of,
right?
Going at a positive momentum. I've seen it so much in my 20 years, in broadcasting. Even going back to when I was in high school, working high school basketball games as the trainer for Massillon Perry High School. Shout out, go Panthers!
Yeah, go Panthers! But what you're talking about really amounts to it's game time practice, is what it is.
Correct. Yeah.
It's
game
honing
time situations.
Honing your craft.
Yeah.
And these guys, they practice, as we know, all through the week. This is just now it's relegated to a good practice, and you're getting game time speed, game time situations. It's a good opportunity for them to learn and grow.
While I'm at it, I have to give a shout out to the head coach of Perry and the basketball program back when I was there, Rob Toth. Coach Toth, one of a kind. He was a tremendous teacher and coach, and certainly helped build myself and a whole bunch of other guys that I went to school with. Coach Toth, you're awesome. I actually was able to check in with him about 6 months to a year ago a couple of times, and one-of-a-kind guy there in the Massillon, Ohio area. 4-yard loss, third down, long to go, 14 to be exact, 35-yard line, fourth quarter, 8:37 and counting remaining, and a 28-0 ball game in which Hilton Head Prep is trailing, but they've got the football and maybe a chance to do something on offense this drive.
Well, that's a wonderful testimony that you just gave about your coach. Sometimes we forget wins and losses and seasons. But
deep ball, Harmer fires, and it's overthrown. Intended for 22, I believe. That was intended for Jake Sheehan.
Yeah, just to finish that thought, we always remember those key individuals, those mentors that helped us grow. And we may not know it at the time or appreciate them the way we should at the time.
Yep.
But as you grow and you learn and you get some experience in life, you look back and say, wow, that person really had an impact on my life. And that'll be the same for these young men.
For sure. Fourth down, 14. Here's a punt. It is a boomer, high and deep, and it's caught at the 32, maybe the 33-yard line. It's Tilton. Oh, yeah. Tilton going across field, still on his feet, taking it up the middle and getting thrown down
by his
at
own
about
man.
The 40-yard line by his own man. And he went down. Tilton's not a big guy, but he's a well-built guy. He went down really hard there and was kind of slow to get up.
Brandon Horton's made a lot of good tackles today. That might have been his best. Unfortunately, that was his own man.
Talked about Louise Sanders, the new athletic director of John Paul II. She's been affiliated with JP2 for more than 5 years with the girls volleyball program, 4 years as varsity head coach, and also the head coach of boys JV soccer, assistant coach of the varsity soccer team at JP2. She's the consummate athletic director, a leader with passion for JP2. That's what John McCarthy, the JP2 principal, said in a news release, adding, quote, an unwavering commitment to the success of our student athletes and teams. Originally from Buffalo, New York, she was recruited by Buffalo State College to play for its women's soccer team, graduated with a bachelor's degree in criminal justice and psychology.
That's an impressive resume.
It sure is.
Well, there's great people from both these schools and both these organizations, both these programs, and we couldn't be more proud to call their games.
Tilton gets a snap, a whistle with 7:19 to go. I happen to know a few of the people certainly on the staff at JP2. They are the predominant Catholic high school in the area. And affiliated with a few things, certainly St. Gregory the Great Catholic Church in Bluffton as well. And some great folks, like you said, with both of these schools for sure.
Well, and you watch young programs, and in Prep's case, young programs. You look at the trajectory that Thomas Hayward is on and Hilton Head Christian. You know, it just takes a while sometimes to build programs and build culture.
Here's Jolly taking the pitch, and he gets shoved out of bounds.
Walloped.
With a couple of big shoulder pads. A couple of guys in there on the stop for Hilton Head Prep. 7:03 to go in the fourth.
Well, and speaking of mentors, I had always heard that, especially when I was younger and didn't understand what they were talking about, pain is the greatest teacher.
It
and
is.
Sometimes adversity will teach you far. You will learn far more from losing and failing than you ever will from winning. And that's
Sounds like something Nick Saban says.
Yeah, well, it's true.
It's true.
Rat poison, right?
That's right.
Mr. Rat poison. But you know, you think about it, and it's not failure. It's just you need adversity to learn how to grow, to learn how to fill the gaps in your life and fill the gaps in a ball game. Sometimes sports is a perfect situation and metaphor for life, and hopefully these young men will take these lessons and grow from them.
You know, I've got so many notes that I'm not going to even chance to look it up, but I meant to mention this a few weeks ago, is there's a run by Tilton for a couple. North Carolina, Kentucky, Kansas, and Duke. We think of them as basketball programs.
We sure do.
Their football programs are doing outstanding this year. As a matter of fact, College Game Day this week in Lawrence, Kansas.
How about that? Did you ever think you'd say that?
For the Kansas TCU game, not in the last 20 years. I mean, at least 15.
Yeah, Kansas is undefeated.
They're undefeated.
Duke
North Carolina
4-5-1.
doing well. Duke doing well. And Kentucky, the last few years, they have really turned into a football school despite being a basketball school. They could be one of the kings of the SEC East. They are, actually. As Tilton rolls around, and not much happening there as he gets drugged to the ground by Sheenan, number 11.
Number 22 as well in there. Again,
it looked to me like I saw Graham in there also, number 11.
Sheehan, yeah. Well, it's good to see the Dolphins still playing intensity on defense. There's a little anger behind those pads. That's okay if it's harnessed. And
right.
You know, they're still playing hard. I have total respect for that, and kudos to the coaching staff. You know, losing football games is never fun stuff, but sometimes it's just how you play the game.
Yeah. 5 minutes, 27 seconds to go in the ball game. We've got a timeout called by JP2. We'll take it with him. 5:26 now remaining. 4th and 15 at the 26. And a 28-0 game when you come back on WHHI.
This is the mower that cut the lawn, where you laid on your back so a princess could fly. The Exmark Radius will get you on and off the lawn quickly with the signature cut, comfort, and reliability more landscape pros trust. Exmark, official mowers of the backyard life. Visit your local dealer or explore the Exmark Radius online for special finance offers available now.
Imagine how inconvenient your life would be without power. No lights, no refrigeration, no heating or cooling, no electronics. But with a Generac home standby generator, you will have power when you need it most. Generac generators automatically provide backup power after sensing a power outage, so your life goes on uninterrupted.
No doubt we're living in uncertain times, and many of our loved ones are spending more time at home. Selectric will have you prepared when the power goes out.
Selectric.
Done right now.
We welcome you back. 5:26 to go in the fourth. We will have an MVP presentation coming up, brought to you by Island Tire. As Slousny punts it away, it is high, and it is very deep. And Chirico fields the punt. He's going to break a couple of tackles, gain a few yards on the return. So Island Tire, the MVP presenting sponsor, the longest Tyler retailer and auto repair on Hilton Head, an Island tradition. As well, Summit Services Heating and Air is the trophy presenting sponsor as well. We've talked about them tonight. Island Foot and Ankle, a sponsor throughout the first month of the year as well. It'll be first down coming up, personal foul here.
Yeah, Marcus, there's not really a whole lot that I can see happening in the next 5 or so minutes to make there another player of the game other than Christian Tilton. We've called his name a lot, but with good reason.
For sure. And here's something I'll ask you. What's the play of the game? It's got to feature him probably.
Yeah, I'm going to say his second touchdown run there late in the second half. In the game, obviously, JP2 came out strong, got an early lead at 12-0, and then the Dolphins really stiffened up there and made it a football game. And when he scored there, I really felt like that was a significant momentum shifter going into the half, and I don't think the Dolphins really ever recovered from that. So that's going to get my vote as play of the game.
Okay. We've had a few of them. It's kind of been hard to tell because of the glare that we had in the first half.
Right.
But
I'm still seeing stars.
And here is Daly cutting to the outside.
Stiff
Down
arm.
the sideline goes Lonsell Daly. And another flag. Pay Proudly getting their money's worth today. Don't get penalized with processing fees. Call Pay Proudly today.
Well, you get a late hit there, but that was a great effort by Daly. And a nice stiff arm there. He looked like Franco Harris from the days of old, but I noticed, and I've seen it a couple times in this game, despite the competitiveness and some of the chippiness, saw Christian Tilton, being the leader that he is, come over to Daly and offer his hand to help him up. I just love seeing that, and when I do, I always like to bring attention to it. Sportsmanship is
it's a lost art in some cases.
It's a lost art. It's not always about what's on the scoreboard. It's about what's in your heart and how you play the game. We've talked about that. You know, this is high school football. It's pure, and that's why we love it. We like to see it stay that way.
For sure. First down, ball at the 14. Our halftime show was brought to you by Stokes Toyota of Beaufort. Visit Stokes Toyota of Beaufort, your friendly community dealer, for a truly exceptional experience. Seen a lot of touchdowns brought to you by TCL. Step up with TCL, the Technical College of the Lowcountry. Bluffton Builders, always built with integrity. That's our sponsor for commercials. That pass complete, and it's down the sideline to the 32, maybe the 31-yard line, making the catch for HHP.
Brody
heck of
Hauscher.
a play from Hauscher, and a heck of a throw there off the arm. Great throw.
Again, we've talked all about the quarterback from JP2, but again, Wyatt Harmer, freshman quarterback behind center for the Dolphins. I think he's got a bright career. His fundamentals are strong. He's got a good-looking body. He's going to grow into his body as he ages. So I like what I'm seeing.
And here's Daly up the middle, breaking a tackle. Lonsell Daly.
There you go, young man.
He's got a race, and he's going to have a touchdown. Lonsell Daly has done it. And Hilton and Prep on the board. They're down 28-6.
I'm so proud of these young men. They just haven't stopped fighting, and that really has been. They've been doing that all season. I mean, you look at the score; they've not won a game yet, but they've been game. They've been fighting. They've been competitive, and just love to see that drive. A good pass play by Harmer to set up that run. You know, we've always said good passing sets up the run game, and it truly did right there.
28-6, 4:22 to go, and you never know. They could make it even more interesting than it already is.
Well, they certainly gave their fans something to cheer about on homecoming, and I love to see that.
The point after, up and through. Hilton and Prep on the board. It's 28-7, 4:22 to go in the ball game on WHHI.
I think my biggest fear coming back to college was failure. I had failed before, but TCL really did give me that confidence. The professors really want you to achieve and accomplish your goals. And TCL made coming back to college really easy by making it fun, affordable, and providing that place for us to feel like we can succeed and make it work. I would tell somebody that if they wanted to change their life, that this is what they needed to do.
In life, some things just go together, like a burger and fries. and home and auto insurance from State Farm. So make it a combo. Combining your home and auto insurance could save you time and money, and who doesn't like that? Just call State Farm agent Kevin Sevier and find out how you can start saving today. It's just another way we're here to help life go right.
Have you joined the Express Comfort Club from Summit Services Heating and Air? It's the ultimate way to keep your cool. Membership is free and includes discounts on routine maintenance, 15% discount on all repairs, 3-year parts and labor warranty, no overtime charges, plus other benefits. Your comfort is just a call away. To sign up for Express Comfort Club, call 843-836-2653.
We welcome you back. Here's a squib kick, and it's going to be recovered by John Paul II. And it was recovered by number 55. That is Sebastian Slusny. He can do it all.
That drive was so exciting, Marcus. I had to go compliments of Jeremy Pope. I had to go pop me an ice cold Coke Zero.
There you go.
It's red and white, just like those Dolphins. I'm
or my face.
Or your face, which is nice, bright, and red right now.
I can't wait to look into a mirror. A.J. Barger, 15 catches for 212 yards and a touchdown.
Yeah.
Also, 23 for 96 rushing. Jason Braymiller, 10 for 90 rushing. Has done a great job. Those two guys, a big loss on both sides.
Yeah, that's for sure. We've talked about the Prep being young, but they're also really injured, and they've got key players out. Despite all of that, they've kept fighting. They haven't had a lot, let's face it, they haven't had a lot go their way in this football game.
Right.
But to see them continue to fight, not give up, and score there, to hear the fans over here and to hear the coaches get excited, that's what we were just talking about. You don't quit, you play to the final buzzer, and they're doing that. And it makes me very proud of this football program to see this.
For sure. Jolly's going to go in the backfield. Now lined up as a blocker, it looks like. A couple of receivers out. Another man in motion is Hill. Tilton going to run to the left side. He's going to keep, and he's going to get crunched.
There
about
look
the
at
37-yard line by Lonsell Daly.
That is respect. So Daly returns the favor there. I told you I would point it out when I saw it. Lonsell Daly comes up and puts a vicious hit on Seth Tilton and immediately helps him off the ground. That's two leaders. That's the two stars of these programs, and they're leading by example. Love to see it. We focus on the positives. There's a lot to focus on.
Michael Carbone, an assistant with the linebackers, the North-South selection last year, currently attends USC Beaufort. He is an assistant coach, 2022 graduate of JP2. As Tilton fires, that's complete, and a big hit on Hill. George Crosby in his second year working with the Lions, offense and defense. Graduated from County High School, then Presbyterian College. He played football there as well. He works for APAC out of Savannah, and he's in his second year at JP2. 2:30 to go here in the ball game.
We've mentioned Riley Chirico's name a lot. He just came up and had the big hit there. I wish I could get 20. If I'm a coach, I want 22 guys that play with that kind of intensity. He is an intense, really aggressive football player. I love watching that.
Here's a run up the middle, and Mercer having a nice night. Or nice afternoon, as it were. I guess we're in the evening now.
He sure is. He's a good-looking running back.
Inside of 2 minutes, 1:55 remaining. Second down and 10, ball at the 38-yard line. $1:45 to go. Again, we'll have the Summit Services Heating and Air Trophy presentation and the Island Tire and Auto MVP presentation. Daniel and I will do that. Coming up here in just a few minutes on WHHI Sports as part of the postgame show. There's a run up the middle for Tilton. Goodbye! Touchdown!
Oh, and a little dance.
Christian Tilton.
He can even dance.
He can.
He can do all that and dance too.
A little shimmy.
Well, he's been showing off his moves this whole football game. And, well, I think he just put an exclamation point on that player of the game.
Yeah, 33 yards on the touchdown run.
Does that make 4 touchdowns for him?
I believe so. The run earlier by Lonsell Daly to get Hilton Head Prep on the board was a 31-yard run. And it's 34-7 with 82 seconds remaining in the ball game. High snap, kick is up. And it is good. And it's 35-7 in favor of JP2. 1:22 to go in the fourth. We're back to wrap things up right after this on WHHI Sports TV. Stay there.
Elsewhere's in Old Town, the Lowcountry's only veteran-owned sports memorabilia and retail gift shop, located in the heart of Old Town, Bluffton, where there's something for everyone, from truffles and coffee to lotion, scents, and local honey, kids puzzles, stickers, books, and more. Come on in and see what's in our store. Of course, our passionate sports cards and memorabilia, where we buy and sell collections daily. So when in doubt, don't throw them out. Come in and let us help you out.
Old Town Golf Cars offers golf car service and sales of all makes and models in the Bluffton and Hilton Head area. We are authorized dealers for Korea, Tomberlin, Advanced EV, and Royal EV, as well as many others. We have a wide range of golf carts to choose from at the most affordable prices in the area. Call or stop by today to learn more about our inventory.
We welcome you back with 1:22 to go, 35-7. And the kick, boy, he got a lot of that football. That was like hearing a pad. Here's Shariko with a return. Shariko getting to the outside. Riley Shariko still on his feet. And a big play for Hilton Head Prep to the 40-yard line.
Did he just try to hurdle? this guy, that 44 is, he's a football player.
Riley Shariko. What a play.
Think of 44, I think of two names come to mind.
Hank Aaron's got to be one of them.
Well, that's baseball, yeah,
sure.
Of course. But football
I thought you were
speaking,
talking any sport.
Well, John Riggins.
There you go.
Great Washington Redskin.
Yeah.
And Robert Newhouse. Now, I'm really dating myself now. The great fullback from the old Dallas Cowboy days with Roger Staubach.
Yeah.
And Tony Dorsett.
Tony Dorsett. Boy, what a back he was.
Well, a pair of threes for him. But, yeah, no, he was All-American Heisman winner from Pittsburgh.
Harmer fires downfield, caught on the right side, and out of bounds goes number 11. And that is Sean Graham with the catch. 1:03 to go. Ball at the 41-yard line.
We have about a minute left here. Let's see
Inside of the minute.
Let's see if the Dolphins can put one more score up on the board.
It'd be nice. Harmer going to go out of the gun. He's got Daly to his left side. Harmer throws over the middle, incomplete. Had a couple of receivers going back to a math term. A couple of receivers intersecting towards the football. Neither one was able to get to it.
Well, intersecting is right. The coverage. Harmer's been throwing with accuracy all day, but the coverage has just been outstanding the whole football game for JP2. Kudos to their secondary and linebacker core.
Graham and Kidd were Graham, number 11, and Hauscher, number 9, were there intersecting. 45.2 seconds to go.
Both Graham and Hauscher have played a good game for the Dolphins. We've called their names a lot. They're intense. We mentioned Chirico. A lot to be excited about if you're a Dolphin.
Daly's turned it on here in this second half. And this guy, Harmer, man, he fires. Downfield, tipped and incomplete, nearly picked off by number 23, Dante Aiken. Haven't called Dante's name in a while, but we have a few times here.
But he's made some great plays in coverage too. I mean, it's we've seen in college football recently with all the pass interference penalties. Playing defensive back is difficult, and I don't think, to my recollection, I don't think JP2's had a single interference penalty this whole game. They're just playing.
I don't think so.
Playing great fundamental coverage, keeping an eye both on the receiver and the quarterback, and they've been blanketed all afternoon.
2nd down and 20. Low snap. Harmer corrals it. He's going to scramble up the middle. He's going to have a huge run. Look at Harmer go. He is down at about the 20-yard line.
Harmer's saying, I got some wheels to go with my gun. I mean, he showed he can run there.
15.8 seconds to go. It went from a 2nd down and 20 to a 1st down at about the 20-yard line.
Clock ticking with 15 seconds left. Let's see if they can get this in.
And Harmer going to step up, going to try to run again. He's going to be thrown to the ground by Sebastian Slusny. 3-2, that will do it. The Intercounty Bowl in the books, 35-7. JP2 with the win over Hilton Head Prep. We're going to have our MVP presentation brought to you by Island Tire and Auto, as well as our trophy presentation by Summit Services Heating and Air. It's the postgame show with Daniel and yours truly. It's next on WHHI Sports TV. We'll be right back.
Hey, are you looking to make living in the Lowcountry a little more affordable? You have a detached garage just like this one? Well, why not add on to it and make it a passive income opportunity? They call this a carriage house or an accessory dwelling unit or ADU.
By building an ADU, you will increase your home's value, have an opportunity to actually make some money, and give someone a high-quality home to live in and rent just like this one.
My name is Ryan from Bluffton Builders, and my goal is to make home ownership more enjoyable through the highest quality craftsmanship, convenience, and communication.
To learn more, go to bluffton.builders/ADU.
At Mcginnis Orthodontics, we're committed to giving you a reason to love your smile. We offer state-of-the-art technologies to create beautiful, healthy smiles by utilizing cutting-edge technology and artificial intelligence to guarantee the best results possible. We're in the 1% of top Invisalign providers in the country. The technologies we use are amazing, but we're pretty sure that it's how much we love what we do and the neighbors we do it for that makes the real difference. Visit us in Hilton Head, Bluffton, and Beaufort and mention this offer to get $250 off treatment. We look forward to seeing you and for you to love your smile.
Hi, I'm Chip Welch with OC Welch Ford. Come pick out your brand new 2022 Expedition or Explorer with over 50 to choose from. With interest rates as low as 1.9%, call or come see me today at OC Welch Ford in Hardyville, South Carolina.
And here's Staley up the middle, breaking a tackle. Lonsell Daly.
There you go, young man.
He's got a race, and he's going to have a touchdown. Lonsell Daly has done it, and Hilton Head Prep on the board. They're down 28-6.
I'm so proud of these young men. They just haven't stopped fighting, and that really has been, they've been doing that all season. And just love to see that drive, a good pass play by Harmer to set up that run. You know, we've always said good passing sets up the run game, and it truly did right there.
Imagine how inconvenient your life would be without power. No lights, no refrigeration, no heating or cooling, no electronics. But with a Generac home standby generator, you will have power when you need it most. Generac generators automatically provide backup power after sensing a power outage, so your life goes on uninterrupted.
No doubt we're living in uncertain times, and many of our loved ones are spending more time at home. Selectric will have you prepared when the power goes out.
Selectric.
Done right now.
Have you joined the Express Comfort Club from Summit Services Heating and Air? It's the ultimate way to keep your cool. Membership is free and includes discounts on routine maintenance, 15% discount on all repairs, 3-year parts and labor warranty, no overtime charges, plus other benefits. Your comfort is just a call away. To sign up for Express Comfort Club, call 843-836-2653.
SummitServices.com.
Welcome into the Island Tire and Auto and Summit Services Heating and Air post-game show. Marcus Walsh, Daniel Cort, of course, our MVP of the game, Christian Tilton, and head coach of JP2, Chris Myers, with you. And Daniel Cort, you're going to talk to Chris Myers right now after a big win, 35-7.
I am indeed, Coach. It's my pleasure to award you the winning trophy tonight.
Appreciate it.
And
Sir.
thank you. A really hard-fought game, and we're going to talk a lot about Christian Tilton here shortly. And you said before the game, your offense kind of goes as Christian goes, but we all know that football isn't about one player, it's about a team. I thought, calling your game tonight, that you played a great team game. It was overall pretty mistake-free. You didn't have a lot of penalties, but I thought the offensive line created a lot of space for your skill players, and your defense just played scrappy all night. You want to talk about that?
Yeah, you know, you talk about one guy. We have one guy that can run our system very well. We run the option system because we really don't have a line that's very big. So we decided that why block the bigger guys on the other team, we'll just run by them, and so that's why we do what we do. It is more of a system, but we have to have a captain to kind of run that thing, and Christian Tilton's very good at it. We're going to take what the defense gives us. Without Jackson Ogden, we knew we have a weapon out. But at the same time, his position, other guys can step in and the system still runs. So Tilton kind of got the ship going in the right direction early, and the guys followed suit.
Yeah, it's good to have a leader and a general out there, because sometimes guys, they will certainly follow that leadership. We talked real briefly about, now this win takes you to 3-4 for the season, but you're coming into your final 3 games, and they're big games. Talk about how you prepare for those games coming up.
Yeah, so we've already lost to Pinewood and Florence Christian. Pinewood was a game we felt we should have won. We were right into that one to the end. And the Florence Christian game, they just kind of outmanned us up front. We knew coming into this game, and especially next week, if we could win these 2, we would lock into the playoffs. And then the last 2 kind of being bonus games, see where we might end up with the seedings at the end of the year. But this one being the big one, to get this one and to be at over 15 points, that was the goal, because we were looking at a tiebreaker possibly with First Baptist down the road. I think they won by 14 points. So now we have that tiebreaker as the 15-point max, and that was kind of a goal tonight.
Yeah, this is a great game to give you some momentum going into those critical games. Coach Chris Myers, thank you for the insight. Congratulations on the win. Marcus is going to be right back here with Christian Tilton, our player of the game.
I think my biggest fear coming back to college was failure. I had failed before, but TCL really did give me that confidence. The professors really want you to achieve and accomplish your goals. And TCL made coming back to college really easy by making it fun, affordable, and providing that place for us to feel like we can succeed and make it work. I would tell somebody that if they wanted to change their life, that this is what they needed to do.
Hi, I'm Barry Edwards with Island Tire and Automotive Services. Here at Island Tire, we like to provide you with peace of mind by using the best with Michelin tires. With 19 plants in North America, 7 of those are here in South Carolina. Michelin makes it easy to support local giving because they provide the best quality, top-leading innovation and service. 3 things Michelin and Island Tire and Automotive Services have in common: quality, innovation, and service. Give us a call today.
We welcome you back to the Island Tire and Auto and Summit Services Heating and Air postgame show. Marcus Walsh, Daniel Cort, Chris Myers, and our MVP of the night, Christian Tilton, with you. Christian, talk about what you were able to see thanks to that offensive line that Coach was talking about moments ago, leading you to a really big day and a really big win.
Oh, yeah. My offensive line, there's some dogs. They create a lot of space for me, and I just see that space and take off. I mean, and also my receivers, if I didn't have them blocking out there, I wouldn't have these games. I mean, it all comes down to the team, not just me. Everyone blocks, everyone does their job, and you can see it works when everyone does their job. So that's what I got to count on in my boys. And our defense, man, they really stepped up today. We shut down their run game, and I think we won the game based on our defense performance for today.
That's a good thing that you bring up, because it's a defense that gave up a bunch of points a couple weeks ago to Cardinal Newman. Talk about what you saw from them, especially when you were on the sideline as well.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not on the sideline much but dude, they're awesome. I mean, last game we were all struggling with sickness and all that, players out. But we really stepped up this week. We did our job, shut down the run game, and that's just what we practiced all week, and we really executed today.
Now tied 4 games apiece for both these teams in this rivalry. Talk about that. Certainly getting the upper hand in this one and evening up the series.
Oh yeah, it feels great to come out here and beat them at their home stadium, especially on a hot day like this, but we pulled through, and it's just a great feeling to look up at the scoreboard, 35-7. There's nothing better.
Christian, thanks so much for a couple of moments with us. Congratulations today. Coach, congratulations. 35-7, Hilton Head Prep goes down on their homecoming day to JP2 here at Hilton Head Prep. For Larry Giacomo, Daniel Cort, Joseph Keith, Jeremy Pope, the rest of our WHHI crew, I'm Marcus Walsh. This has been the Intercounty Bowl on WHHI Sports. We'll see you all again soon for much more high school football only on WHHI Sports TV. Until then, so long, everybody.